There we go. We are live.
What the buck is up, every pony?
Hello there. Stay a while and listen.
All right. It's been a little while since we've been here, but we're back into the swing of things. So, after your daring escape from your futuristic prison, you find yourselves in the dense, lush forest / sort of semi rainforest environment of the Forest of Dreams. Somewhere lost in its mix. But with some little handiwork, you were able to kind of get an idea of what direction you need to head in. And once you reach the edge of the forest, you should have a clear shot to Villager Town. Some messages have been sent, and I believe the answers have been shared, and it didn't sound good. And you are planning to make all haste to Villager Town, unless I am mistaken.
I don't believe so.
No, no, that's pretty accurate to what's happening.
All right, so you find yourselves in the lush forest, and you have obviously sent your messages and got your bearings. What are your plans now?
Did we finish healing up?
I believe so.
I don't believe so. I'm at like 13 health.
No, then you are not healed.
Okay.
Because I see I'm at full health.
Yeah, I think you kept up your handy streak of not getting hurt. Unless I'm mistaken.
Oh, I think last time I used one of my surges to use my fast healing.
Possibly, yes.
And then Wishful cast a few more healing spells for everyone and affected me, so...
Still use some lay on hands. But that he's used one lay on hands. But I believe that was on who went unconscious? It was Alex.
Yeah.
Oh, and there's been one channel positive energy. Two channel positive energy from Wishful. Yeah, so some healing has happened. If you are still requiring more, Wishful will heal more.
Well, Milk Thistle will hold up his hoof and he says, "There's actually one I've been wanting to practice for some time." So Milk Thistle is going to stay at a distance, and he's going to use his ability Faith's Reach, and then he's going to cast his very first level 6 spell.
Wishful holds off in healing and waits to see. Who you touching?
That would be targeted at Alexandrite, but using Faith's Reach, I can cast a touch spell up to 30 feet away.
I believe it turns into a ranged touch. I do need an attack to try and hit him.
Ranged touch. Okay.
I mean, I believe his touch is crap, so...
Yeah. Well, it could happen. It's an 11, so...
Oh, okay. I thought it was 9 for some reason.
Oh, here it is. Okay.
I mean, you could choose to stand still.
Yeah.
Well, doesn't matter. He'll hit you anyway.
Alright.
Receive up to a maximum of 110 health.
Alright.
I'm afraid you do not overheal. This is not the planes of positive energy. If you...
Yeah, it wouldn't have gotten me that overhealed anyway, so...
Ah, that's good. You wouldn't have exploded from extra health.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm a bit of an HP tank, so...
Well, how are you looking and feeling now?
From a scale of 160, I'm 123.
Well, you're certainly looking much better.
Mm-hmm.
And I am out of Mythic Surges, so that is the only healing spell I have at the moment.
All right.
All right. Well, Wishful will do what she was going to do in case there's a few of those who are still injured. So she picks up a holy symbol and focuses and channels energy once again. Do not need the template. Use. And it very much feels very good for her to be using such things again.
Mm-hmm. All right, I am now just 20 points off from full.
I think you can sleep the rest of it off.
Yeah.
Katarina will gain. I didn't realise Katarina was injured.
Oh yeah, Katarina got thrown up against the wall.
Oh god, yeah, they got annihilated, didn't they? Right, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Now, since Katarina's still undead, does he have fast healing?
No, he does not have fast healing. That's right. I forgot he is undead, so don't heal him that.
Well, in
she would have purposely opted out Katarina, so well, technically she was healing, so it wouldn't have affected him in any way.
Well, in that case, Milk Thistle is going to do another ranged touch attack, this time against Katarina.
Oh, you can add 17.
And I keep forgetting where ranged touch attack is. There it is.
Thunderclap, are you injured? Oh, I apparently got 2 thunderclaps. Got a copy in there.
Alexander, I've seen this. I know you like this new ability, but you could just touch them.
Yeah, did I... You said 16, so that means I missed.
Oh, no, sorry, I was talking about something else. Who were you touching?
Katarina.
Let me have a look, see what their touch.
I was going to say they're unconscious. I think so.
No, they're at 12 HP, so somebody did heal.
Oh, okay.
Let me take him off prone and sleeping, and we can actually see what his touch is 14.
Oh, then I barely get it. Okay.
Yeah.
Then I cast this spell on him. Wait, what is that? Harm method, range touch. Oh, that one does a range touch automatically.
Oh, okay. That's good. Because I think it...
Okay, so that's not 110 negative damage because I have the mythic version of harm.
Okay.
So it would be 15 times 11, which I believe is... Let me double check. That's 165 points.
Okay, well, if we were doing overhealing, he definitely would have exploded. He very much feels invigorated. All right. What else? Katarina was with you. Steel was with you. No, Swift Victory's with you, and Thunderclap. Okay, so Swift Victory's looking mostly okay. Katarina's looking very healthy for undead. Burnt's the other person I need to find, and he is a player. Burnt. And he's fully healed as well. Okay. So, other than a few more scrapes and what have you, everybody is mostly okay at this point in time.
Now that's over. Let's push on.
It is about midday. I see. Oh no, that's the Everfreeze Forest table. So you're fine.
You find something odd in the frost. What could it be? Bona Forest.
No, that's the Everfree. There is a random chart for the world map. I'm sure somewhere.
Hmm.
Yeah, travel encounters. Yeah, if you want to add that one to your hotbar, that one, or under the rollable tables, you have the travel encounters. That one will roll the D100 if you want to.
You fools! You didn't capture them. You caught their stunt doubles.
Anyway, so first of all, you do have an idea which direction you need to travel, but you might still get lost in the forest. So you need to nominate somebody as a navigator,
All right.
and they will need to make
I
a
Okay.
believe
survival
this is,
check.
Okay, then who has the highest geographic? I can never say that word.
Survival.
The one. Survival. I thought geography. Okay.
Yeah, geography
Yeah, no.
lets you work out the surroundings and stuff. Where survival is
Okay.
an active skill, you actually use it rather than remember things.
I have a +2.
Well, that's higher than mine at a +1. I think milk is our more survival-y.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
have a +21.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're
Yeah,
going to be
definitely.
better than anyone else.
Okay.
On the CT.
That's 19 more than mine. You can do it.
Okay, so we're going to be traveling, at least attempt to travel northeast toward Villatown.
Yeah, somebody's peeing all the way over there. All right. You may move to. I've got to remember how many miles these hexes are. I believe they are. Did I actually change it to miles? No, I didn't. I put 1 unit.
I think previously we were able to move up to 2.
No, I'm sure you can
And
move
not
more than
normal
2.
terrain.
What is your current movement speed? I believe the slowest anyone can go is 30 feet.
Yeah, 30 is mine.
Yeah. Yeah, mine too.
Okay, I don't believe anyone's slower than that. So that means normally you can go 24 miles in a day. Well, for 8 hours worth of travel. Yeah, each hex is 6 miles, so you can go at least 2 hexes for now.
2 hexes for each day or something.
No, well, you can go 4 hexes each day.
Okay.
Yeah. Just right now we can go 2.
Yeah, I'm letting you move 2 to represent half a day's worth of travel.
All right. I can't control it, but I'll lead us to that hex.
Oh, can't you? Oh, okay, somebody can.
Yeah, that was me.
2, 3, 4. Okay, so that puts you about. So it's still. Oh no, we're coming to the middle of winter, so the sun is beginning to set. Though you still feel pretty energetic with things, and you could definitely travel for more.
Alright,
Do you
well.
wish to attempt to travel in the dark? The trees are beginning to thin out and are no longer as thick, and you are finding it a bit easier going.
Okay. I don't have dark vision, but I believe a lot of the party has low light vision, so we should be able to travel at least one more safely.
Yeah. I think I still have torches, so.
I would recommend.
Just say most of us ponies, and I don't think ponies have dark vision, do they?
No, they have low light vision.
Oh, do they? Okay, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Oh, there is a spell. I need to make sure I prepped it first. It's Gift of the Mole, and it gives night vision to the party.
Yeah.
You
Let's see.
probably wouldn't have it prepared, given you just reappeared on the world and you got back whatever you had when you left.
I do not have it prepared, so correct. But if we need to travel in the dark again, I can prep that spell for tomorrow.
Yeah. Are you wishing to push your luck for a little bit and try and get a single
Yes.
hex closer?
Yes, but I recommend not using torches so we don't draw attention to ourselves.
With the thinning of the trees and stuff, you do have some light you can see by, well, some moonlight, I should say, or starlight. So it's not too difficult going. What's Metal Banana rolling?
Don't worry about it. Nothing happens.
Alright. You can
Okay.
move 1 additional hex, and travel advances 2 more hours. I do need a D100 roll though,
I'll roll.
or a random encounter roll.
Or how about Alexander? Never mind.
Don't the party rolled. All right. It's definitely got to its more darker stages now. You've lost twilight completely, and the forest has very much thinned out, other than sort of a sort of wider spacing of trees. You've got mostly grassland in front of you, with the scattering of trees here and there. So you are considered out of the forest, but not fully into the plains yet. You could sit and rest here. You're not feeling tired, though you won't be able to see any of your surroundings very far if something does come towards you.
Metu will like suggest to like stay and rest.
Milk Thistle will agree.
Okay.
Oh, we should better
Milk
find
Thistle looks to
somewhere.
Milk Thistle looks to Wishful then. Wishful, do you feel your mythic abilities have returned to you?
I'm not feeling tired at all. Not like how I was.
I do not feel hunger nor tiredness. I believe you and I should keep on watch all night so the others can rest.
I would agree. I can definitely feel Princess Luminance sustaining me once again.
Very well. Alright, so...
If you have tents, you may sleep in a tent. If you do not, then... well... then you sleep in the stars. And I don't think I have the weather for today, do I?
I think I have a tent.
Yeah. So you set up your tents. Obviously, Wishful and Milk Thistle will do watch. Katarina will as well, given that he doesn't need to sleep. And I believe the rest of the party look to get some shut-eye.
Yes. No, the real fantasy, getting 8 hours of sleep.
I know.
Never mind. Metu does not have a tent.
Well, that's fine. You will enjoy the nighttime stars. Wishful apparently has a hanging tent, which I didn't realise. But
I got a hanging tent too.
Yeah, I have a hanging tent.
Oh yeah,
and
because you
as
guys
well.
went up the mountain.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we went up the mountain. It weighs a lot. Oh, it's 15 in. Damn.
Okay. Alright, so your night goes uneventfully. Nothing comes to find you or attempts to eat you as you rest.
All right.
At the break of dawn, as light is starting to return, Milk Thistle is going to attempt to find something edible, because I don't think we brought anything with us.
Okay,
And,
so
I have some rations left.
Oh, you do? Okay.
during
Do
the
you have enough to share?
night, the heavens do open, and by the morning, there is torrential rain.
My hooves still work in the mud, so I'll be okay.
Yeah. Probably some of you retreated under trees and stuff to finish off the rest of your sleep. That'll be about it. But today is going to be a bit wet and miserable, and it is a chilly 9 degrees Celsius, or for those of you who use freedom units,
Yes.
it will be 48 Fahrenheit.
I was gonna say, 9 degrees isn't that chilly.
And
Says the
for like
Canadian.
Says the Canadian.
and like for like the normal degrees.
Oh, 9 degrees. I said that first.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, did you? I
Well,
didn't hear.
40
Sorry.
48 degrees in the rain can be dangerous, but as long as we keep moving and our blood is moving, then we'll stay plenty warm. We'll just be drenched. All right. But Milk Thistle is obviously going to meditate. He needs to bring his spells back, so I'm going to prep my spells.
Wishful is going to do the same. She does ask if there's anything that will be useful today that she can put in. She is going to, because of the poor weather though, she's going to prepare endure elements for everybody.
Metal will wear her cloak that comes with her traveling outfit.
I'm guessing
I
will
do have
do
my
his standard
cold weather outfit.
make himself waterproof.
Does the cold weather outfit makes us waterproof?
No, it does not make you waterproof. It just helps you resist the
No.
cold.
It does give you a bonus against cold though, so.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll just use my shield as an umbrella.
Well, Milk Thistle is going to cast Fastidiousness.
Rest.
So this will not keep the slight chill off of me, but it should keep me dry, so that should be good enough.
Yeah, I'm just going through to all the party members and telling them to rest 8 hours. Katarina, rest.
Yeah, everybody remember to click 8 hours.
Steel.
Yeah, I already did.
Rest.
Let's see, do I need buffs?
Oh yeah,
Swift
Oh,
victory.
no, I don't
almost
have any
forgot to do
buffs.
that.
Rest. Yeah, it's a good way to basically automatically reset everything. There we go. Everybody.
I don't think I did that for the past 10 sessions I was in here.
Well, I mean, most of the abilities you probably didn't have much of an access to, so it's okay.
Yeah, I was gonna
Yeah.
say we also didn't have many fights during those other session.
Yeah, true. All right. So, oh, you moved back one space. You were there. Somebody was trying
We went and too far to get cover from the rain.
No, I mean there's scattering of trees, so you'll be okay in that area. All right. After your meditations and re-preparing yourselves, you get yourselves ready to set out. As you are about to leave, you hear an audible pop as a unicorn suddenly appears next to you, looking, was very dry for one moment ago, but very quickly becomes absolutely soaked in the rain, as they're clearly not dressed for this type of weather. And
Do we recognize this unicorn?
you do not.
Okay.
She definitely, based on what we're wearing, looks like a scribe type person. Probably not seen much of the outdoors, very much been in sort of like study rooms and what have you.
Milk Thistle will prepare a spell but not cast it, and he will say, "Have you been sent by the Magus?"
She got. I'm trying to remember her full title now. It's been a while since I
Uh,
looked at it.
Yeah, it's been quite a while. It's Grand Magus Sorcerer, or something of that nature.
Yeah.
That's the dream.
I'm trying to think if it was Magus.
Magus. I said Magus. I don't
I'm trying to
even
think
remember how long
I
ago
can't
that
remember if it was Magus or if it was Arch Magus.
Probably Archmagus, yeah.
Yeah, probably. She got.
Oh, here we go.
Did you find it?
I found it. Archmagus Grand Sorcerer Dream Sorrow of Silver Dream.
That's a title and a half.
Try saying that 10 times fast.
Once is enough.
Yeah. She goes to talk, but is obviously a little bit sort of taken back by the sudden downpour of rain, and attempts to put a hoof over her
Yeah,
head
Alexandra
to cover her
will
eyes.
put the shield over her head.
Yes, she sent me to inform you to, as soon as possible, come to Silver Dream. It requires. She requires you to come.
You may inform the Archmagus, Grand Sorcerer Dreamstar of Silver Dream, that we are no longer in need of her services. If she wishes to speak with us, she must travel to Villatown.
She can go buck herself for I care.
I am not saying that is necessary. But any further encroachment as we travel will be considered an act of aggression. She may meet us in Villatown.
She's she's unable to leave the city at the moment, as it's besieged.
What is going on?
Entities from the planes are assaulting it. She's willing to offer you assistance in your endeavors.
Shit.
Very well. Take us there.
No. We must travel to Villatown first.
People's lives are on the line.
Yes. Unfortunately, as much as I don't want to go to Silver Dream, and the Grand Sorceress, can I shove a horn on an upper ass? I don't think we should just stay back and watch innocents die. Well, some of them are not innocent, but you know what I mean.
We will defend the entirety of Everglow when we are able. But right now we have a most pressing matter that affects all of Everglow, not just Silver Dream. Everything else must be considered secondary at this point.
But I wouldn't be able to take all of you anyway.
Inform the Archmagus Grand Sorcerer Dreamstar of Silver Dream that if she wishes to seek us out, to meet us in Villatown.
She's unable to leave the city.
How many can you take?
I could take 3.
This is not the time for us to divide, Alexandrite. We must be unified.
Well, we don't need everyone at Village of Town, do we?
Yes, we most definitely do.
Well,
For what? Just to talk to your fucking priest?
No.
Exactly.
The end times are upon us, and we all need to be unified. We have a divine, ordained mission that must be carried out. We are close to its fruition. If we split apart now, we may not see it.
And we should let a couple be sacrificed for it.
If it is necessary, then yes. All of Everglow is at stake, not just Silver Dream.
Still steps up and goes, we cannot blindly go into a besieged city. We are lack of knowledge and resources.
This has to be the toughest decision in my Order's history.
If it'll put your mind at ease, Silver Dream has formidable defences that they do not speak of. I'm certain they would be able to survive us making to Vildra Town and then maybe continue on. We can always use the Mithril map to get there.
If we defend Silver Dream right now, we may hold off the inevitable for a short time. But if we fail, all of Everglow is destroyed. This is not a difficult decision as long as we think rationally.
Silver Dream is also like one of the strongest bastions in Everglow. And if we lose it, we might doom the world anyway.
Actually like easy decision when you have not uphold an oath you swore.
Sometimes both whatever decision you have are bad decisions. You still have to choose one, and the one which will benefit us in the long run is probably the better.
fine.
As much as I regret it, we have to push on. Tell that she like Grant and B Wood to send and one of us one of you guys to she says the name of the place we're going. I forgot the name already.
Village of Town.
Villa Town.
Villa Town, yeah.
And Milk Thistle will look to the messenger and say, "You're dismissed."
Okay. And she will clearly cast teleport and pop out of existence again.
Let's press on then.
Alright, so you guys can go 24 miles today. Which is 4 hexes. So you can travel 2 hexes and then I need a D100.
All right.
D100, okay.
Yep. Represents fun shenanigans.
Sure, fun.
Y'all do realize we were scryed upon in some manner, don't you?
Yeah, I'm aware of that.
Yeah. Archmagus happens to find out the exact time we return and is able to send someone directly to us.
Well,
Really makes you think how powerful she is. She might be.
Well, based on when it happened, I have a feeling she's probably been trying to spy on us every morning. Given that it didn't happen the moment we came back. You trip over as you're walking, Banana.
Yep.
I mean,
What
you
yeah,
trip
what
over.
have we accomplished?
Yep, she like face plants a couple times.
Um,
Mother.
What are we trying to accomplish?
I don't know. I do need the D100 though. Still.
Yeah, to make sure bad stuff doesn't happen.
Yep.
Or happens.
No bad stuff.
All
But
right.
she's likely has been spying on at least one of us, or attempting to each morning.
He is a sorcerer. She doesn't use divinity.
I hate
How does-
sorcerers so much.
How does one go about locating an arcane mark?
Roll me knowledge arcana to see if you could work that out first.
I don't even think I have rings in that. Let me check. I don't.
I think I do.
Yeah,
I do.
If you put it to the party, then somebody else can roll.
Now, Milk Thistle will ask the party, who can identify an arcane mark?
Wishful Pen goes, "Oh, I believe I can." As I look for her sheet to roll.
It's unlikely been placed upon me, but the circle that y'all went through when she tried to entice us to her service, she likely had an opportunity to cast it there.
Knowledge arcana. She gets to roll an extra d6. Blind, normal, good. Well, no, that's that. Okay, well, she gets that. Personal remark, which no more than 6 characters. Is it? Oh, just a simple detect magic will make it glow, so it shouldn't be too hard to find. Or
Okay.
if you can see invisibility, that would do it as well. And well, Wishful Pen will start like casting detect magic. Somebody will need to like look for it while I do it around.
All right, everyone, Stand in front of Wishful Pin and do a 360.
All right. All right. You all stand in front of Wishful, and you spin around. Whee!
I am so glad. No one else is here to see this.
None of you, or no one spots any arcane marks glowing as you have detect magic cast on you.
Well, other than making us look silly, what did that accomplish?
It can also be placed on an object or underneath clothing. If detect magic is cast over, like armor, for example, would that cover it?
Yeah. I mean, obviously, if it was on the inside of armor, then you wouldn't see it unless you took the armor off and looked on the inside, type of thing. But if it was done on the outside, then you would see it. Yes.
Then I guess when we have the time, we should do that.
Yeah, we'll do a very thorough search when we get the opportunity.
Yeah.
Even if she did mark us, she has no ill intent. Why would it matter?
Well,
So she can track us from every movement.
well,
She's
might.
thinks
not our
her-
enemy.
Well,
She thinks herself cunning.
and
she has a massive stick up her ass. So
well, I mean, if we go against her wishes, she might start doing stuff. I mean, at the moment, we're obviously potentially might still help her, but if it becomes clear we're not going to, she might, try and do something about it.
I believe she has enough enemies at the moment, and we have more pressing matters.
We also have enough enemies that we don't want to make more.
Sure. So we'll do a more thorough search when we get the time.
Okay, I need one more D100 roll as you do your final approach towards Vil.
Oh,
is Loa good?
I don't know. Sometimes it can be.
Roll me another D100.
Oh fuck.
Okie dokie. So, we are in Plains / near Villager Town. So,
A giant meteor crashes down in the city.
you rolled a 4. I mean, technically, one of them crashing is a random encounter, or a random event, anyway. Where are we? No.
I should really stop making jokes like that then.
Probably want to. Okay, I'm blind.
Suddenly, a big metal meteorite comes crashing down and there's a baby inside.
No, you are not getting Superman.
No, super stallion.
Alright, where were we? 83. What on earth is... Oh, okay, no, that is the wrong encounter table if it was giving me that. I need a non-ruined one. Oh. Okay, come on, chart. Be more easier to work out. Urban. Okay. Oh no, that'd be underground cities. Ruined city. City streets. Ruined city. Okay, then we're gonna have to go for that. Alright, where we are. Here we go. I mean, that would make sense in the area. Let's make sure if that's any better. That would be odd. So the more sensible thing would be you would potentially, as you're starting to get closer to Villagertown and you are just about hitting the farmland side of things, it appears obviously the sun's obviously beginning to set as it's getting later in the day, and you're starting to see farm buildings and what have you. The fields seem relatively empty and quiet at the moment. You're not seeing any farm workers. You don't really see any signs of life in sort of the buildings in the vicinity that potentially would still house farmers even at this in the middle of the winter. What you will spot coming towards you appears to be... Oh, sorry, rolling on the Everfreeze table again.
Freeze. Nothing happens. Oh well, let's keep moving.
What you will spot coming towards you appears to be some quite heavily armed individuals, full plate, fully geared up, heading in your direction. Seem to be moving at quite a fast pace.
Do we recognize their colors as being from Moon's Reach?
You would notice them from St. Moon's Reach, yes.
Okay. We'll stand ready as they approach.
As you
these
come,
guys?
as they come running up a little bit, champions, where have you been?
We've
It's
been
a
doing the
long
work
story.
of the gods. We're on our way to the temple.
I'm quite certain you're needed. Well, you'll be wanted at the city. Come with us.
Right. Lead the way.
They will obviously move at whatever pace you guys are moving at. And you will find yourself at Villagertown. Oh, somebody was looking at the player map. They might get shifted.
I'm being shifted. It's alright.
I'm also getting shifted.
Yeah, everyone will.
Yep.
I just saw that somebody was not on the world map, so I was letting them know that they're about to get yoinked as well.
It's all good.
You do have a bit of time, and you can chit chat with the soldiers as you're making your way to Villagertown. So, if you want to ask any questions, this is a prime opportunity.
Yeah. I think Alexandra will ask what's the situation going on since we've been missing.
They sort of look between you and go, "What's the last thing you know of?"
The attack on the demons.
We were on board the ship with the giant cannon on it.
Oh, was that successful? We've had no word of.
Clearly not. Clearly not.
We managed to destroy a good number of the demons, and I believe drive back the thing, but not kill them.
Driving back just for a few seconds.
Well, it's been quiet for, well, probably earlier this month. We got reports of the encroaching storm heading on to Galloping Dam, moving at quite a swift pace. There was great concern, so most of the forces have mobilised to Galloping Dam to see if who they can help. A few of us have remained behind to keep order as well as train the civilians, as we're uncertain of the situation, but it seems the spread of this cursed land can't be stopped as far as we can see. So we need everyone prepared as much as possible.
Is actually like that's why we didn't see any farmers here.
Correct. Anyone we're putting back to the city to, who can basically hold a sword. So we were scouting out to see if there was any more anyone else hiding out in the old buildings at all.
Good.
Where are you leading us to?
So,
The city.
so you were forcing them to join the army.
It's called conscription, Metal Banana. Where are you leading us
Description, my ass.
Well,
to? Conscription.
they're not safe outside the walls, and if they can hold a blade, then it's better than them carrying a corner.
They're at least
Where are you
armored.
leading us to?
The city. We was going to take you to the general.
We need to go to the All Seasons Temple. We can meet with the general there.
We'll get you to the city, and we'll get word to the general where you are.
Very good. Just to be safe, I'm going to sense motive on that, GM.
Yep, sure.
Are they telling the truth?
As far as you can tell through the heavy rain and their armor, they seem to be telling the truth.
Okay. And just to make doubly sure, I'm going to roll perception. Is there anything off about them that makes them appear to not be a pony? Do they move in a way that a St. Moon's Reach soldier would move? Would not move, rather.
That'd probably be more perception with like their movements and stuff. But what I'll say is, with what they're wearing, their gear, the equipment, everything looks like it should do for St. Moon's Roots. There's nothing out of place as far as you can tell. It might not be the most... They're clearly of higher rank, but they are... but there's nothing out of place other than they might be wearing less pristine armor. So it might not be the sort of thing you would necessarily expect somebody of their rank wearing. But that, if they're saying what's true, that most of the forces have been sent, they've probably just been left with the second best stuff. But their mannerisms and movements and stuff seem to say they're ponies with how they're moving and acting. It's not like somebody trying to pretend to be a pony or anything like that.
Okay. That's what I was checking.
It was really two humans in a pony costume.
That's just what the goblins wanted you to think.
Two half.
That'd be a very uncomfortable costume to wear. Heavy armor and all.
As long as no one tries to jump on their back, it'll all be good. All right. You would reach Ville just as the sun is almost setting in the sky. It is very low, and again, twilight is starting to occur as you reach the gates. They are sealed, but upon seeing you and obviously the St. Moon's Reach guards, they will call out to open the gates immediately. And, that will be done. And by the time you reach it, there's enough gap for you to basically go straight in.
All right.
Okay. Since we've made it back to the material plane, has Katarina's magical items reactivated so he can disguise himself again?
Yeah, he would have made himself look not dead.
Okay.
Yeah, he would have gone back to that. As no, seeing it or anything like that does upset him still, and him disguising himself has made him feel better. You start making your way through the streets, the main street up towards obviously the All Seasons Temple. As you start making your way up, obviously it doesn't take very long for people to notice you are back in the city, and the streets soon once again become lined with ponies who, as you walk through, you hear whispers of the The chosen ones are here. The saviors are back. They're here to help us. Ponies reach out hooves to just see if they can like touch you just as you walk past, and various things like that as you make your way up to the temple.
Milk Thistle is going to cast a spell. It is not going to be a kind one.
Okay.
He's going to cast Vision of Hell on those who start to reach out to touch him.
I would like to
And-
interrupt this spell.
And he's going to say that great evils are on their way here. Prepare your souls for what is to come.
You would need to roll me a spellcraft check to know that was being cast.
And the ponies touching us, do they look like commoners
Yes.
or farmers?
They're commoners.
But don't
Yeah.
let yourself be touched. I know it's tempting because you want to give these ponies hope, but don't let yourself get touched.
Metal lets them touch her this time, and she like says like things like I for the last time, we're not chosen ones, and we're just a pack of losers that got lucky.
You are not able to recognize anything, Alex, because you are untrained. So the best you can get is a 10.
All right.
So you do not recognize what he is doing, or the spell.
However, once the spell is cast, he would be very familiar with it, I think, because he's been in the circle before.
Yeah, I'm just reading. You overlay a realistic hellscape upon the area. Wow, the images and other creatures within. While you are, these images are not affected by them. Any other creatures within the area must succeed a will save or become shaken. Devils and any creatures, and any lawful evil creatures suffer no negative effects from the spell. Okay, so it basically affects everybody within a 50-foot radius of you. There's no I mean, all party members can make me a will save to negate its effects, because, well, I'll let you guys make a saving throw. Unless you are lawful evil, then it doesn't affect you. Which I don't think anyone is.
I am actually lawful good. Do I get a -2 to that?
No, you do not. There are no negatives.
I like it.
Just a straight will save. Alexandra, I don't think you even feel the effects of it at all.
I don't
Metal
think
Banana,
I don't
you
think
see
it's
I'm
everything
gonna
warp around you.
I'm gonna use a surge.
Okay, that's fine. I don't think Alex is immune to fear anymore.
No, but I have resistance. And
Oh yeah,
and
sorry.
such.
You made your check. That's fine.
Yeah.
Resistance to spells. Oh yeah, I get a +2.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what the DC is. I haven't looked at the thing yet.
It's 23.
Oh yeah. I'm also bonus on saving throws against fear. I get another +2 because of the banner.
Yeah, everyone will technically get a +2 against banner. Still resists it. Well,
It's a 1d8 for the say. Yep.
do we need that one?
Yep. So +4, 15. That would be a 17 for me.
That's fine. I'm just going through all the party members now. Alright. What was the... It's 23, the DC. Okay, so Alex has passed.
God damn it.
Metal Banana,
God bless
you
America.
rolled again, I think, or, well, got 17, you said, so you failed. Katarina
Yep.
surprisingly passes it. Swift Victory does as well. Thunderclap does not. Wishful Pen does. So most of the party passes, but there's a few individuals who don't.
Yeah.
You cast the spell, and so the only way to describe the moments after it happens is mass hysteria and blind panic. As
Yeah.
you
As soon as I see this, I'm drawing my blade in front of two Milk's throat to turn it off.
hold on, that takes a bit of time. So and
Well, it's a miniature rate per thing. So.
yeah. As you hear people of the crowd screaming that the demons are here to come and get us all, and there's a few cries of the champions will save us, and a few things like that. So some people start running, some people just start trying to get towards you, to be near you, hoping that you will protect. Alex, so getting directly to Milk Thistle in, like, as you draw your weapon out, you are influxed by people trying to grab hold of you, try and actually cling to you almost.
Mhm.
You can make to Alex, but you do need to basically pass a CMD check to, like, force yourself through.
All right, CMB.
Yeah.
Right.
Milk Thistle. Your plan kind of had the opposite effect. Instead of all of them fleeing, you've kind of got some fleeing, some coming, even grabbing hold of you and clutching to you even more.
Yeah,
Backfired.
this was not the plan.
No, obviously.
But seeing as we're cut
Um,
off. But seeing as we're cut,
Sorry. Just quick question. Is like the terrifying images scary to the person being cast on, or does you just have an idea and that's how it works?
It gives you like an images of hell. It's a hellscape, so it's upsetting, unnerving. It basically makes you even makes you scared, and it's depictions of hell. So I suppose what you potentially would, well, yeah, a realistic image of the terrifying hellscape. So it's basically like hell.
Have you ever watched Berserk?
No.
Oh, okay.
have you ever seen the movie Constantine?
No.
Okay. Basically, take everything that you see in the natural world and imagine a nuclear blast is burning it before your eyes. Everything turns into these horrifying neutral colors as everything is just like horrible and distorted around you.
That just like sounds like a normal walk in a park for metal.
I mean, there'll probably be a twist on it for maybe your own imagination on how you perceive hell as well, because it's a mental thing. It's in your mind. So if metal has a slightly different idea of what hell is to her, that will be more
She
what
does.
she envisions. So it is a mental effect.
Yeah.
did.
Then in that case, she'll be like clinging to to the common as much as they are on her.
I did post a video in Steel Game chat to give you an idea.
Yeah, I mean, there's many depictions of hell throughout media, so it comes down to a personal aspect. But yeah, that would be
gotcha.
a good idea of what one version of hell looks like.
But definitely not Metal's version of hell.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, everyone has their own depictions of it.
Yeah, cool. That's what I wanted to know.
So Alex, did you roll the check?
Yeah, I got a 20.
20. Okay, so you are struggling because of the sheer crowd. You are finding it difficult.
I will add a surge to that then.
That is fine.
Oh, of course.
Not going to be enough, I'm afraid.
Yeah.
One other party member will try something. Actually, Wishful saw you cast a spell, so she can't see it, so she doesn't know what's happened, so she will need to spell craft it. to make sure she knows what's just happened, and then she will know what to do. So if she fails this roll, she doesn't know what it is or what's going on. Okay, she definitely knows. So she is going to attempt... Does she actually have the spell I'm thinking of first?
Dispel?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Depends if she's got it prepared. No, it doesn't look like she's... It's not a normal spell she normally prepares, so she does not have Dispel Magic. Maybe one other person who might have it then, who will do a very similar thing once this all happens. If he doesn't have it, then it's down to you guys to work out what you want to do. Spells. Dispel Magic. He does have it. Alright, so still will attempt this. Yes, he knows what
definitely
happened.
counters.
And he will attempt a... I need to put the grapple condition on him. Because even those of you who are not glowing basically get grappled at this point because there's just that many. And he's going to... is it casting? Is it concentration, isn't it? Yeah, for casting. Alright, so...
yes.
Alright, hopefully this will take into consideration the grapple condition.
It should, I think.
Probably. Alright, let's... does it give him the minuses? No, I'm going to have to look up how casting defensively
So
works.
if he's grappled, I believe he would take a -2. Pinned would be -4, so just a -2. Actually, if he was pinned, he wouldn't be able to cast at all, so that doesn't matter.
No one is currently pinned. Casting defensively. People just more hanging on to you out of sheer panic. Because I think there's some additional things going on when you are grappled. Alright, grappled while you're grappled or pinned. Concentration check is 10 plus the grapple CMD, the level of the spell you're casting. Okay, so the level of spell is for still, that is a level 3 spell. Okay, you just plus that, so that's 13 plus the grapples. So it's just their C and B, so I've got to add it. Common one of that. Helps if I math correctly, Matt. Plus 3, plus in. I'm going to give them some more bonuses because there's lots of them, so I'll have to do that. Still has a +2 for from being a unicorn for casting making concentration checks. Oh, made to cast defensively. Okay. It says cast as defensive casting? I don't know. He's going to burn 2 points of inspiration to roll. Add a d6 to the dice. I do have to double check to make sure that does work with inspiration, or is it just attack rolls? Investigator. He can use two inspiration on these. I can use on attack rolls and saving throws at the expense of using 2 each time. In case of saving throws, use inspiration is an immediate action rather than... I'm going to go with he can try it, just to hopefully see if he gets it off. 25. Okay, so that is the number he actually needed. So he can just about get it off. He's still got to get the... it's a caster level check now, isn't it, to dispel it?
I believe so.
Yeah.
It's been a while, sorry.
No, that's fine. It's been a while for me. So
Yeah.
he stands at a good chance because he's a higher caster level. But if I roll pants, we'll find out. Ooh.
Hopefully Burns doesn't show up right now to this.
I get free dispel magic, aren't I? I should have rolled dispel magic rather than just doing that, just to make my life easier.
Yeah, Burn should be here in about half an hour.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
We just won't tell him of this incident. All right, so he's doing targeted dispel. One object, creature, or spell is target of the. You make one dispel check. D20 plus your cast level. So it's 11 plus the spell level. So its DC is 11 plus the spell caster's. Okay, what's your caster level?
My caster level 11.
11. So its DC's 22. So he just about succeeds. For those of you who do see the hellscape, it's basically you're seeing it all around, and all of a sudden the hellscape vanishes. The crowd is still slightly panic, but you know it's calming down a little in regards to it.
Yeah.
People are still a little bit panicked.
Yeah, Alexander will roll a diplomacy to try to calm the crowd down.
Go for it.
All right.
What are you saying is going to be the important thing here?
He'll say, "Do not panic. As long as we are around, you should not see something like that again." He says, "Iron fucking milk thistle right there." Like,
Milk Thistle will speak up as well, and he will say, "Do not permit yourself to succumb to fear. Be the fear that your enemy intends to inflict upon you. There are worse things coming than evil visions. Be prepared."
Still shouts up at this moment and basically goes, "Behold your champions driving away the enemy's visions. Now make way for them. Do not stand in their way. They must complete their task to drive away these things for good. Make way for the champions," as he calls out loud across the crowd, to try and obviously get people to make way. And he will attempt his own diplomacy check. When I find it, here he is.
damn.
That's pretty good.
I mean, this is the sort of thing he is good at.
Yeah.
With his cries and what have you, the crowd does sort of begin to let go and sort of move away and letting a path break out. They're still close, and you're still going to get the odd person who's going to still try and touch you. Maybe not so much within like the 50 feet of this craziness, but when you get further down the streets, it will begin again.
Milk Thistle is going to use a Mythic Surge with Mythic Inspired, and he's going to go up and touch Steel Prism. He's going to cast Clarion Call on him, so that way he can shout ahead.
Well, as you do come up to him and to cast that on him, he does say to you in a quiet tone, so not to be overheard by at least too many people, though close proximity to the party they are more likely to hear if they do. "Inspiration works better in moments like this. rather than fear. When ponies are already rich with it, they're likely to behave just as you saw. There is a time when fear is a strength, but in large crowds, fear becomes a weakness. Individuals, fear can be a strength.
Very well.
Alexandra, it's kind of walking, having the outward look of like, he's confident and such, but like, inwardly he's fuming and like just kind of shooting daggers at Milk.
As you guys still does, as you've given him the ability to do this, he does. He does put on. He puts on a voice that definitely is a commanding voice and ensuring people step out of the way. You get the feeling this is the sort of thing he probably would have done if he was marching in front of the Queen and getting the servants to obviously make way for the Queen type situation. So it's clearly something he's used to doing. As
Very
you
good.
start approaching, the temple, you can see it now, and you're sort of getting close to the green, sort of around that sort of area there. There is a group of ponies stood there. They are wearing. I just noticed. Metal Banana, you back yet?
I take that as a no.
Take it as a no. Ah, bugger. We need to wait for Metal Banana because this is something that will affect her. Damn you, Metal Banana.
Well, Milk Thistle doesn't say this out loud, but the inspiration did come from the bit of disorder that Milk Thistle unintentionally created.
I mean, it had some effect.
Yeah.
Might not be the exact desired, but you got there. You got there in the end.
Yeah, task failed successfully.
Yeah.
You failed forward.
Yeah. Well, I would say failed sideways. I will Metal Banana just to see if I can get their attention. Be much longer.
There was an inside joke with the previous group. We had session 0, session 1, and on session 2, one of our main players already had to step away for a little bit.
Yeah.
And so we came up with this idea that she was staring at a wall. And we asked her when she came back in session, "What did you see? A chocolate factory?" And somebody actually drew a little sketch of their character staring at a wall while all this combat's going on.
Oh dear. Well, if they're gone for too much longer, then I'll just have this happen a little bit later, and they will miss this opportunity.
Well, did everyone have a Merry Christmas?
Yeah.
Yes, it was good.
We had a Merry Christmas.
That's good to hear.
My family's going on a cruise next year, so it was a quiet Christmas for us this year.
Okay,
Nice.
so saving money for that.
Yeah.
Yeah, for the last 3 years in a row, my family have gone to the Appalachian Mountains in Tennessee. I've I've kind of gotten bored with it, so I wanted to come up with an idea that was a bit closer to home, so that way instead of a 14-hour drive, it's like a 4-hour drive at most.
Oh, that's a long way to drive.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, we have Maddle's back.
Oh,
Oh,
you're
welcome
back.
back,
Excellent.
Melvin.
All right. So,
I saw your comment.
all right. So, as you guys are getting towards this point, there's a large group of ponies amongst the crowd, but they kind of got themselves to the front. They stand out because they are all wearing very similar colours. It's kind of green with some white and a darker green, and they have an emblem on them, which is a shield, which is half white and half dark green.
Are they wearing full plate armor?
No, they seem mostly to be civilians who are wearing those sort of colours.
Okay.
And robes, as far as you can tell. I suppose maybe one or two possibly could be underneath the robes, but you would have to get closer. Though one of them, who's more at the front, does speak out, and they call forward and go, Dame. They go, Dame Metal Banana, the non-believer.
Shit! Exposed.
Are these your people?
I wish to speak to thee.
No. Yes.
So you stop and speak.
Yeah, I do.
Okay. You may not believe in the gods and follow their wishes, but it has been foretold that your story would lead you to this point, and it has been written for you to bear this gift. So, from the author's pen to your hoofs, as they sort of turn around and they bring up forward a rather looking sort of plain, ordinary looking lance, though it has what's the term called? I'm gonna find it now. Pennon?
Pennon?
Pennon, yeah, has a pennon coming out of it, which is basically like a flag type thing, and it's all very plain. There's no embolism on it or anything like that at all. Though it's colourful, but doesn't bear any insignia or anything as such. And they hold it out to you.
Does it being like a martial master? How well made is this lance?
It looks very well made. You're quite certain that it's made from silver, or at least silver inner lanes in it. Though you just get this hint of silver on it. There's no pattern or design or anything like that. You just tell it's within the material.
She's kind of speechless and is just like she's like really surprised at this. She goes like, well, thank you for this kind offering to the Shield of the Order, to my order. And she actually like gets the lead in close. Look. If you really care about the cause, and you actually like genuinely want to help others. As soon as the demons show up up, promise you like evacuate as many ponies is out of here as possible.
Non-believer, you know full well within city walls is the best safe place for anyone to be.
Yes.
But
Yes.
the what will happen to everybody is already written, and we're just playing out the story as the author reads it.
This fucking. Well,
I I follow the author.
go ahead.
And I follow her guidance. These that share the colours, and she gestures to the same robes that she is wearing, I will help guide them in their worship of you, as that is what they wish, and the author has divined. Do you wish to accept the author's gift?
The the author might have written it, but we also choose to go our own path. The author may have written the story, but we make it.
Spoken like a true non-believer. Do not change yourself, Metal Banana. The author would not want you to.
Well, she is more generous than the other gods.
She has written you this way for a purpose. For what purpose that is, only you may truly know, or maybe you will never truly know. But I'm sure no matter what I say, you will believe you're walking your own path, not the path that the author has written for you. But
and she like just like no matter what I say, you guys will do what you're doing right now.
This is correct. And no matter what I say, you will believe that it is your own destiny, not a destiny written for you.
Oh my god, they're talking in circles now.
I know. I once again present you this gift.
Well, you have my thanks, and my and the shield of the order's thanks. Or order of the shield thanks.
By the shield. As she presents you the lance once again, waiting for you to take it, or not.
She will take it.
So the moment you reach out and accept the gift, this plain ordinary lance becomes no longer plain and ordinary. Upon it, its designs and patterns change instantly to reflect your own colorations and your own insignia upon the flagpole, as well as the actual sort of design down the lance itself imbues some of your colours, as well as the silver inline to tell a story along it. I will now gift you a item when I find your character.
Yeah.
There we go. That will be now in your items. It has some additional effects. It will, when only you wield it, it will give you a +2 sacred bonus to hit and damage, which is or should already be added into it.
Nice.
Knight Captain's Lance. Jesus. Well, this is one of the most generous offers as I've ever been gifted. Thank you, Mr. I'm sorry, I never caught your name.
This is not my story, it is yours.
But you and your group back there took part in it, and every little story deserves us to be told.
This is not my group. This is your group. They are your followers. I have merely joined them to be able to present this to you at the right time.
Well. To me, well, for me, you guys gifted me this, not the author.
As you wish.
May the shields, may the light that shines through the orders, the order of the shields to protect you.
Then there is one last gift from the Order of the Shield. I present you with your holy symbol, and one of the other followers behind the one who's been speaking to you hands a silver necklace, and she places it over your head, and once again it bears the symbol of the Order of the Shield, and it may not serve you as well as one of the faithful here, but they will be honoured for you to wear it. Go now, non-believer. I believe we have kept you from your destiny, and your friends await.
Associates. But thank you again. Hope to see you again, and after this is all over. All of you. And with that, she takes her leave.
What does the holy symbol look like? Is it the author's holy symbol?
No, it looks like the best way to describe it. Metal Banana, the symbol for the Order of the Shield, is that the same symbol which is on the green flag on your armor, or is it slightly different?
No, it's the same.
Yeah, so it's basically obviously it's within silver, but they have added a little bit of colour to it just to help it stand out. So you have half of this shield icon is just plain silver, but obviously they've added some sort of colour to it to add the other half of the shield to a darker green colour.
Yeah. I would actually assume to anyone else, it would look like a normal shield of the order symbol, but to an actual member of that order, it will look like a cheap knockoff or bootleg version of it.
But to you, Milk Thistle, you would recognise it for what its intended purpose is, and it is, it basically you would see it as a holy symbol. That's how it has been crafted. That's how it's been made, and what it's been meant to represent.
strange how one who is called a non-believer has received a holy symbol.
Welp, that's the curse of helping in commoners. They give you something and they can like barely afford themselves. And doesn't take no for an answer.
Yeah,
Do
Alexandra's
you-
just like, mm-hmm.
Do you possess some level of divine nature that you've concealed from us?
No. No. It's actually like not like I can like walk up to like a random pony and magically give them cleric ma- um powers or whatever.
Out of character, can you?
Yes.
No, you
Like-
shouldn't have said that. You should have kept the illusion going.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, well, you're gonna find out eventually.
Yeah,
I told like I
Sorry,
told like
I remember that thing, so I was like, that sounds very specific there that you just mentioned it.
I was actually going to say that as like a joke because I thought it'd be funny, and plus I did tell Steel that she'll accidentally make people have divine powers. So who knows?
Congratulations,
Who's gonna-
you. The non-believer started a religion.
This is
Yeah, see, I was trying to figure out if this is just a cult following, if you're like a fallen god, a reincarnated god, or what. But
The technical
now you
term,
just gave it away, and I don't know how to find that out organically in character.
yeah.
oh shit. Sorry.
Well, I was gonna say, like, you know, we don't know about this in character, so like,
I mean, you
Or
were stood there watching this because everyone would have kind of stopped because obviously you were trying to stay together. So you could. There's a lot of there was a lot of indications, and the people who were basically stood all around this person who's obviously claiming to be a follower of the author are wearing sort of robes and stuff like that, what you would consider clerics I use the word clerics loosely, not necessarily the class clerics, but the clerics within or clergy within the temples to be wearing.
or does and I assume they look very amateur clerics, like they're peasants in a way.
I mean, you won't. I mean, most of them just look like peasants and stuff like that, who obviously maybe have a following. Unless you really sort of delve into the crowd and try and find somebody who might be a cleric, you don't necessarily notice it. The person you would stood and speaking to was very obviously, because you were close enough and you were interacting with them, they did look like a cleric, though it's clear they were still a cleric of the author, but they were still supporting this following because they were wearing the colours and stuff like that. But you could still, they still had, you were able to tell they still had an author's holy symbol on them rather than your own, but they were obviously part of that story, so to speak.
Interesting. Interesting. And a little advice, Milk, to like help you find it out definitively. Best not to think about it too much. Just let it ease into it.
I mean, I can certainly just ignore that in character and be like, oh, that's kind of strange, but that wouldn't be in a character.
Yeah.
Vessel's very inquisitive.
Yeah, I mean, what you witnessed there it's very odd, and I mean, obviously, you can clearly see the Metal Bananas crest. No, well, not really. The symbol of their order on them, because obviously they have it on their on their icon. If you look close enough, it's the green shield on the flag on her flank.
Yeah. It probably like glowed a little bit whenever she used her surge powers.
Yeah, you can go with something like that.
Mhm.
And
You can always
Oh.
grill the person who gave it to him.
I mean, I definitely want to, but we've got the purified heart of Everglow. We need to find out where Sage of Summer is so we can return his heart to him and restore him to where he should be. So
Let's go.
we do have to get into the temple as quick as we can.
Yeah.
Yeah. With that, you guys do turn and make your way into the temple. You are not harassed any further.
All right.
Entering in the temple, you already have pretty much gathered there the heads of each of the temple wings,
Hello.
as obviously word of your arrival probably spread to them fairly quickly.
Milk Thistle will approach High Priest Midnight Vision, and he will give a very deep bow.
He will give you a. I'm trying to think what he will give you a suitable gesture back, but obviously wouldn't bow to you as you are the subordinate in this. But under recognizing your obedience.
Milk Thistle will rise back up, and he will actually wait patiently for instruction instead of just jumping in.
Does anyone jump out quickly, say anything, or do you all wait and see what happens?
I think if Milk Thistle is not going to say something, Alexandra will be like, I believe we have business to attend to. We should get to it then.
Endless story just goes. Yes, let us make haste to the chamber where we can discuss this matter. Discuss matters privately.
Why not discuss it here?
Because this needs to be spoken of privately.
If you're worried that secrets will be kept, there will be none. But we must see what you bring us to see if he will step forward a little bit closer to you, just to make sure that no more panic is spread among the populace, as tensions are already very on a knife edge, and we must be cautious at this moment.
Indeed, this is something that we must not allow to get out to the public just in case more panic ensues.
I was going to say, Bern, you missed it. Milk Thistle cast fucking Hell's Vision on a crowd of people and caused a fucking
a mass panic.
Yeah. So we're kind of giving them shit about that.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, they don't technically know about that.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they would be there with us in character, wouldn't they? Like, they were walking with us.
Not the heads of the church.
Oh, okay. I thought that they heard wind of that.
Boo.
I mean, they knew you were coming. They might not have got word of all the story.
I like the walk.
All right. Well, at least that's what Alexander is alluding to with his.
Anyway, welcome, Burned.
Yes.
Yeah,
Welcome.
my apologies for being late. I tried getting in touch with my podiatrist, and like usual, no response from anything. It's like it just went down and vanished.
Yeah, Ben, you missed a lot of the most
some interesting.
It's the funniest moments ever.
All right, my apologies.
No, it's all good.
I'll try to make it up.
Yeah, shit happens,
Yeah.
But glad you're here with us now.
Yeah, I'll try to make up for all that.
All right, so you guys are led into the very familiar chamber that has housed the horseshoe-shaped table where the the representative the representatives of the temple wings have their seats, and you guys obviously all file in and have your audience with them. Endless Joy would lead the speaking, and first says to you, is there anything you wish to share at this moment before we begin to speak?
We have successfully purified the heart of Everglow.
They go, when was that done?
When we were missing.
How long ago?
Literally yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
We understand that approximately 2 months' time has passed since we left this plane of existence and went to the ethereal plane. So we cannot say precisely when it happened. But we purified the heart and teleported here.
He calls out to obviously one of the guards who probably stand nearby. Get word to the to Galloping Dams. See if any of the situation has changed there. He gives a nod, and they leave the room, and the door is closed once again. Was this done through the actions of the direct assault that I believe you were sent on?
Not exactly.
In a wayward way, I suppose so.
During the assault, the ship that we were on suffered tremendous amounts of damage. Thanks to the resourcefulness of Steel Prism, we were able to restore the ship to its original state. And that wording precisely resulted in us being teleported to the ethereal plane. The ship was quickly confiscated, and we emerged in the realm of the ruminants. They had managed to steal relics of their gods, which the Heart of Everglow is, and built a city based on technology rather than divine influence. It is corrupted and stagnant. But in time,
I wouldn't say it was like corrupted. It just lived a different life than us. Everyone was pretty much happy there.
Well, it's corrupted in the sense that their leader was what's the right word to describe him?
cowardly.
Yes.
I can actually say for like most of the towns in Everglow are the same.
No.
Yeah.
They were content with their lot in life,
Thank you, Steel.
and did not want anything more or less. That's how I would describe it.
Metsu gives like a pony version of like a thumbs up.
Oh my god! Kill the freak!
But yeah, I mean, that's the information Steele offers, and he goes back to being quiet.
Anyway, we managed to free ourselves and restore the heart.
So, with the heart restored, is that this situation over?
Almost. We
No.
still need to deliver the heart to the Stag Lord now.
And do you know where you must deliver it to?
I believe we do.
We had been operating under the assumption that the Stag Lord, this demon that is attacking Everglow, is the original god that had its heart stolen. This demon is not. It is a fraud. The original god's name, I'm looking at the notes right now. It was something Glade the Clever. Was it Everglade?
I now go quickly look at my own notes. No, that's autumn, winter, spring, summer. Total Glade the Clever, the Stag of Summer is his full title.
The original name of the ruminant god is Total Glade. I forgot his name. What was it?
Total Glade the Clever, the Stag of Summer.
Total Glade the Clever, the Stag of Summer. The ruminants had 4 gods, one each representing a season throughout the year.
I miss the guy.
Total Glade the Clever's heart was stolen from him, as was his anvil that he used to craft on. The ruminants had managed to take these relics of their gods and turn them into technological devices, tools that could create anything. We used this anvil, which they named the Manufactorum, to purify the heart. Total Glade the Clever is currently being held in the maze that Steel Prism traveled in many years ago.
Then I would recommend going without haste to there and see your mission done.
That is the plan.
Mm-hmm.
We did receive word that Silver Dream is currently under attack, and they seem to be holding off the demon itself.
We've lost contact with many of the settlements around the desert area. Silver Dream being one of them. We are currently.
They are still They are still currently holding, but their situation is dire.
Well, they are on the edge of Galloping Dam, and we are moving as much of the populace over the dam as possible before we potentially look at which point the Blaze worshipper calls out, demolishing the dam. Yes.
The dam itself is being attacked.
Well, not at the moment. We're using it to evacuate the populace, but soon the city will be within the cursed lands, and they will be able to step forth across the bank. We are hoping that the river they will not be able to cross. So destroying the bridges will prevent them from reaching this side.
How long do you think they can hold?
Based on what the reports are, the numbers of outsiders that seem to be lurking within it reach into untold numbers. So it will probably be like trying to stop a dried riverbank, trying to stop water rushing into a dry riverbank after a long dry season.
Alexandrite will nod his head, kind of closing his eyes a bit, like, because that is his home.
Oh yeah. Based on the rate of expansion, we reckon by this time, I need the calendar. Where's the calendar gone? Oh, they moved it again. 1 second. I've moved which tab the calendar is under. There we go. This time on final day, they will be within the city. Those of you who don't remember the calendar, that is, if including today, 1, 2, 3, 4 days away.
And then we best not linger.
Agreed. We have not enough time to waste.
What do you require?
What was the day again?
You're currently on
Final
Sun's Day, and it's on final day when they predict the cursed land to be within the galloping down limits.
Yeah, so we have 4 days to basically
Shit.
stop this.
Well, stop it reaching galloping down. What do you need to have this your task completed?
Access to the map.
When is the next full moon?
That will be on Moon's Day.
And out of character, I don't have a calendar in front of me, so I can't tell how many days away that is.
That will be the 31st. It's the 26th today.
Okay, 4 days.
4 days.
Remember, it's 8 days in the week, so 5 days.
Right. Okay.
Oh.
So the ritual I was planning will need to wait. But that might actually work in our favor since we do need to move quickly.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Move quickly and thoroughly.
And with fury. Okay. Katarina, he entered the hall with the circle table, didn't he?
Yeah, he everyone in your group's kind of moved in.
Okay. So Milk Thistle would gesture to Katarina, and he would say, "To those who do not know, this is Katarina. He is the son of the prophet of the Stag Lord." And I'm trying to...
Shisha?
Shisha, that's her name, thank you. The son
Right.
of Shisha. He was instrumental in helping us to purify the heart of Everglow, which ultimately aided in our escape. We have the means of restoring life to him. Even though he is undead, and he was brought into this world to do absolute chaos and destruction, he has set us on our way to restore order. And I would like for this temple to restore his life to him.
There's some discussion among the heads of the temple. Some words, some of the more outspoken wings, like Blaze, do sort of talk with a bit of harshness to their words, but they're talking in a language that I believe no one speaks. That I say that.
What language is speaking?
One
Well,
person.
that's the thing, we don't know. I think I only speak
Okay.
2 languages, so.
So no one speaks the language because only one person does, and or did, but they're no longer here with us. So none of you know the language, or at least none of the PCs
Okay.
do. I doesn't tell me about the NPCs.
Can I try using linguistics?
You could. I mean, that will give you like a gist of it, but you can guess they're discussing resurrecting
Who is it?
Katarina.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, who is it?
All right.
No, she's next door. Yeah, to your right.
Oh,
talking to someone else.
Oh,
Yeah.
he is talking out of character.
Yeah, that was my bad.
No,
I
it's
was like, wait, what?
I'm just going to check one person. Okay. They can speak it, but probably because they are seen as an NPC rather than a PC. Midnight Vision is quiet generally through this. Doesn't really add any words in. But after a few minutes, Endless Story will once again speak and go, "It will be done. Though
Also,
we
right, go ahead.
do you have the materials required?
We do.
Then it is possible."
Who will be performing the ceremony?
Who would you wish it to be? As it will probably,
Midnight.
as he does say, it will have to be one of us sat here who will need to do it. Though, bear in mind, it is not a spell we often have prepared.
Are there any of you who wish to do it?
The Princess Luminance will happily do it. The Sun Queen one will happily do it. The Moon Princess one will happily do it. And the Nightmare one will happily do it.
High Priest Midnight Vision, I would like for you to carry it out. And to show you that we are prepared, and Midnight Vision pulls out a huge chunk of diamond.
Do you mean Milk Thistle?
Or Milk Thistle. Who did I say?
You said Midnight Vision.
Oh, no, he does not. Milk Thistle does.
I was like, I'd be impressed if he somehow got that.
Yeah, I would be as well. But yes, they give a nod and goes, we can see that things are prepared for tomorrow morning. Though.
There is something else.
Yes.
With Steel Prism's permission, I would like to be reinstated with my paladin abilities. If we are fighting demons, then I should be at my best.
Steel looks at
Milk
you
Thistle goes,
and goes, no.
Very well.
Convenience
That is your
doesn't mean
decision.
you should be relinquished from your punishment. If you come through the other end of this, then perhaps we will talk again.
He'll just nod his head a bit.
I would like to be part of the ceremony for Katarina's, not reincarnation,
Resurrection.
resurrection.
Midnight Vision, with all those who wish to bear witness of his friends may do so.
I will.
Burnwell as well.
Will everything be
Meadow.
prepared by tomorrow?
Everything will be in position, yes. If you leave if you leave me with the diamond dust, I can ensure that everything will be prepared.
Milk Thistle carries the diamond dust over to Katarina, and he looks him in the eye. We keep our word. And he'll give the diamond dust and then gesture to Midnight Vision for him to carry it to him.
Mm-hmm. And he will take it over to Midnight Vision and deliver it and come back. Endless Story will go speak again. Do you know where you must go from here?
Steel Prison does.
I believe.
I believe we'll be using the mithril map to move there.
Still sort of moves forward and whispers. Mithril map will not take you there.
How quickly can we travel there?
He goes. The closest point to where it is would probably be a settlement, but that's still a number of days' travel in the heart of the enemy territory, which would, given the circumstance and what we saw when we attempted to get there by airship, probably would be fatal.
Then we should stock up on some supplies.
Mm-hmm.
We'll probably need a better idea than just walking in.
If the demons'
But,
forces are focused on Gallop and Dam, could we go behind them?
Their numbers are numerous, and once the demons are aware of our presence here, which may already be the case, they'll no doubt send forces to us, especially if we move away from our defenses. It is possible to travel through the astral plane, but I would need the means of a more precise returning to the material plane. The last time I traveled, I was many hundreds of miles off target.
I don't think there's a more precise way of coming back. That's me thinking
I've
out
been
of
to
character.
the location. Could we somehow use that to teleport us there?
If you could teleport.
Let me look up the spell real quick. I'm thinking of plane shift.
Okay, like I said, I'm not 100% certain if there's any difference in the spell.
Well, it's definitely not like teleportation. Let me see here. Okay, so I'll just roll it. I'm not casting this.
Yeah, that's
You
fine.
move yourself or some other creature to another plane of existence.
Oh, thank you.
If several willing persons, okay, blah,
Yeah.
blah, blah, up to 8 can be affected. Precise accuracy as to a particular arrival location on the intended plane is nigh impossible. From the material plane, you can reach any other plane, though you appear 5 to 500 miles from your intended destination.
Yeah, so
So
you're more likely.
basically we pick a point and then we roll the dice. It could work in our favor, it could drastically work against us.
Given the numbers involved, you're more likely to be nowhere near where you want to be.
Is there any way to amplify this or figure out a way to narrow it down to where it's more reasonable?
I believe there isn't any way.
That would have been convenient.
Travelling between planes is not easy. You're standing in another dimension, throwing a dart and hoping you'll hit where you want to go. The waves and eddies that move between realms are difficult to navigate and divine a path to your intended destination.
Let's see. Could we somehow get to Mirage and then travel at least that through that far?
Still goes, Mirage is gone. It vanished
Well,
from existence.
Would the map still have its location, though?
I don't know. It might do.
Well,
Where precisely do we need to travel?
Do you have that map on you?
Yes.
Still will
I
go.
was going to say, Katarina also knows the location, so.
Yeah. Well, Katarina could get there, but couldn't point it on a map because he doesn't do maps.
Okay.
It still goes about there.
And Silver Dream is currently suffering the full force of the attack, and Galloping Dan is likely next. Steel, let's see, the orange marks on the map, these are the locations for the portals that allowed us to go to the Queen's secret place, right?
Yes.
Were these the ones that we marked on the map? Are these the only ones that exist, or just the only ones we confirmed?
He looks at what you've got. I believe that is all of them. Unless there are any that I do not know about.
The last time we went to the Queen's chambers, did we manage to open up the chest that was at the foot of her bed?
No.
No.
So I remember that being locked.
I'm pretty certain there won't be anything of too much of a use to yourself, though maybe historical value, but not probably not anything too much more of value as an adventurer or in this situation.
You guys really have a habit of not tell me the whole story, do you?
Well, what part of the story do you not know?
Well, for one, I didn't know you guys were at the Queen's chambers at one point.
There's a plane that the former Queen Amenta used to travel to for privacy. These orange marks on the map represent portals that allowed her to travel to and fro from those chambers.
She looks at a certain point on the map and goes wide-eyed. But this goes back to normal.
Well, because there's one up over here.
Don't tell them that.
I mean, that's right by Clovenhaim. That's where Milk This is from. Do you see something that can be of use to us?
No, not really, no.
I mean, the reason why I said that is because Milk Thistle's perception is ridiculously good, and he would have seen where you were looking.
Okay. I'm then like he would know. Oh, she was like looking at this name specifically.
Let's see, Las
Pegami.
Is this a white dot what we're looking for where the place is?
It still goes somewhere around there. I think it was more centralized than where your dot is. But it's difficult to pinpoint on a map.
If we were to use the Mithril map, how close could it get us?
The Mithril map works on keywords. You say the right word while stood on the right location on the map, it will take you there. Where there's a city, those keywords are known. Anywhere in between the cities, it's a lucky guess. Normally words are most likely found by accident as somebody is walking through, and if they happen to be saying the wrong word in the correct language, they might find themselves at that location.
Well, I do remember we discovered one word. And I think Steele knew of like one or two others that he shared with us, but we discovered one on our own.
Every settlement has a word which is common knowledge, or at least is stored so it can be accessed. Though,
The high priest. Go ahead.
I don't know, carry on.
Milk Thistle looks to the high priest, specifically the one for the Luminance Temple. Here on this part of the map, do you happen to know if there was a ruminant civilization that used to exist there? Because if a ruminant god is being held there, there likely was at one point.
We would have to have a look into the archives, but I'm not certain I'm not 100% certain. I know ruminant ruins were being discovered towards the end of the Empire, but in the chaos in the chaos that happened afterwards, much of the information in regards to the ruminant was never documented. Still goes. We found ruins, but not a settlement.
Ruins of a former settlement.
Mm.
Did you happen to get these? Were these ruins aged? Meaning, did you determine how old they were?
I do not know. I was not really focused on the archaeological significance of the information.
The way the Mithril map works, do you simply need to know the name of the location?
No, it's not that simple.
Yeah, you need to stand at the right place and say the right words.
Yeah. For example, Silver Dream. It is the keyword there isn't Silver Dream. I believe the word is. What is it? I believe the word is bottom, as in the bottom of something. In what language was it? He still thinks for a moment. I believe it was draconic. No, demonic. You have to use that key phrase for a Silver Dream, for example. Vilja Town is Elven for beautiful. So everything
So
is
it's
slightly
impossible
different.
to brute force it.
Correct.
Do the archives possess any documents, any scrolls, any tablets, anything written about civilizations that used to live in the desert here?
You probably would need to go to Mirage or the Griffin Lands to find that information out, as well, much of that area was destroyed when APEP was released, and much of that area was ruled over by the Persians and Griffins at the time.
Ah, yes, APET. Another failed ruminant experiment.
Indeed. Seems like we're just running into a lot of those as of late.
The ruminants certainly did create a terrible mess with their science experiments.
Although, used right, we could use it.
I wonder. The Heart of Everglow was originally part of an experiment to see if they could create a source of infinite energy. The first attempt was APEP, which was a failed experiment. He's basically just a maddened demon that was tortured. But with the Heart of Everglow, they used the knowledge they gained from the APEP creation and used it on one of their own gods, Total Glade the Clever. Taking his heart from him, now that it is purified, I wonder if it could be used as an energy source once again, if it could somehow be used to link up with these locations, or perhaps even used as a homing device if it would seek out its original owner.
The Luminance Temple goes, likely could be used as a scrying instrument. But unless the item itself has the ability to find its original owner, then you are mostly going to be utilising it as a focus for a spell. But it also means that it can likely be used as the reverse.
What is that high level scrying spell? It's like a level 7 spell.
I'm uncertain.
I'm looking it up right now.
Oh, excellent.
I intend to take it if I ever reach level 7 spells. Let's see. But it's basically one that you can cast instantaneously instead of having to work for an hour.
Okay, so it's probably very similar to Scry, except for it's instantaneous. Is my guess.
Yeah, it's like an action to cast it, and it gives you more. But yeah, hang on a second. All right, so this is greater scrying. Dirt. Okay, so yeah, greater scrying. It's only a standard action, and you don't need the components for it.
Okay.
But the same modifiers apply.
Okay, so yeah, so it's just so you can do it faster.
Yes. Okay. So with greater scrying, we may be able to use the Heart of Everglow as a modifier in order to locate him. The Everglade the Clever. Since this would be part of his body, it would give us the greatest chance of locating him.
Still goes. Bear in mind, creatures of such power often have the ability to stop such things.
He is likely very weakened, given that he's been in this condition for thousands of years at this point.
And he might be mentally, I'm mentally unhinged, like a Neverwinter was with us when we first met her.
He's also wants the heart, so perhaps we could use that to our advantage.
Yeah.
Yeah,
remember,
yeah.
don't-
Yeah. Maybe he will like kindly give us as a quick death instead of a painful one.
Yeah, remember, don't confuse the Stag Lord with Everglade the Clever. They are not the same being.
I thought it was just the corrupted
am
guy.
not. I am not.
No, the Stag Lord is an imposter.
Steel?
Yes, I know that.
Is that sorry? What are you asking me?
Is the Stag Lord not Cloverclave the Clever?
I mean,
No, it's not.
They're technically the same person, but you could
Yeah.
class them as like alternative personalities. So obviously,
Wait,
Oh.
what?
the Stag
Oh,
Lord.
so he's like a part of him or something?
Yeah, it's a Tyler Durden thing going on here. Like,
Yeah, I mean,
I was very confused if Steel or Milk Thistle was talking like he's an imposter. I'm like, no.
I mean the way I can see Milkfish was talking about it is the Stag Lord is what obviously Total Glade Clever is at the moment, but that is not who Total Glade the Clever is. That is just his corrupted form of him at the moment. You are going to use the heart to turn him back to Total Glaive the Clever.
Yeah,
that's
but
his true
they
form.
are the same being. Like,
Technically, they are.
well,
Well,
they have the like Jekyll and Hyde situation here.
Yeah, that's
Are
probably
we
a good
are
way
we
of looking at it.
speaking fourth dimensionally? Because I'm getting lost. All right, so Total Glade the Clever, the actual god whose heart was ripped from him, he's sealed away currently right now, correct?
What Katerina told you was his true. I know what is it. The true form of him is still stuck in the heart of the maze complex used to trap him. That's what Katerina told you. That was what he understood from what his visions. He doesn't necessarily know the sort of nuances of that, but that's how he foreseed it.
Yeah, so his body is in the ruins, but like the
Okay.
Stag Lord, which is like the psyche, is running amok.
Okay, all right.
Yeah. And
So-
actually, when I said like he might give us a quick death, I was like, I was actually talking to the one that was like trapped at, not the corrupted one.
I still goes, I believe. Well, you'll probably find that what we've been seeing has been him broadcasting himself upon the lands rather than the Stag Lord itself. My guess is the Stag Lord needed the corrupted heart to leave his prison, but as a reverse, Total Glade the Clever needs his heart to be reborn.
Yeah, that's how it seems.
So could we kind of fool the Stag Lord into think we're bringing him the heart?
Possibly,
I
but I don't think it'll be as simple as just going, here, take your heart again, because that would
Yeah,
be.
sorry.
Katerina goes, will speak up once again. We do need to bring him his heart, but we must force it back into him. It cannot be given, it must be forced.
Yeah, because I see one of two outcomes if we bring the Stag Lord the heart directly. Number one, his evil and corruption would distort the heart again to where he could use it. Or number two, he can't use it at all, and in his fury, he would continue to destroy everything anyhow.
Katerina, have you been in touch with your mother since we returned?
I have not spoken to my mother.
Perhaps she could open a path for us.
I
It
do
would
not
likely-
want to speak to her again until I see her eye to eye. I have much to say.
That's understandable.
Mm-hmm.
But there was more to my vision. We must force his heart back into him by cutting open his chest, putting it back in place, and then fusing it to him to heal his body.
So like I just want to like simply like cut it open and just shove it in, or like medically carefully cut it open and carefully place it in.
Probably the less medical one, with some magic maybe.
Okay.
Do we have a way to cut open a god's chest?
A
I
quick
don't think
slash
my
across-
sword can do that.
Yeah.
Does anyone have access to an orichalcum blade?
No. Perhaps your mythic powers will allow you to do such things.
Yeah, I'm
Hopefully.
sure that if myself, Alexandrite, and Metal Banana can all three of us land a strike on him, a good solid blow when we put our all into it should open him up.
The probably difficult part will be cutting him open. I suppose once that's done, you can getting his heart into him probably will be less difficult. But fusing it to him, that might be difficult. Perhaps a
Fusing. So,
regeneration spell or something similar, or even maybe the heal spell might do it.
oh, okay. So we kind of simply just open it up and just shove the heart in there. We actually need to heal it right after.
Yeah, Alexandroid's kind of thinking, oh man, that thing I was going to get when I was a paladin.
I mean, you can like still get it. Oh wait, can't you?
No,
Still,
I don't have
Okay, never
access
mind
to
then.
my, healing stuff. So
Okay, never mind then.
still simply goes. Punishments don't go away because it makes life easier.
Steel, may we see the heart of Everglow?
Certainly. He pulls it out. As I said, it looks healthier than it does. It's red in colour, so kind of a normal heartish colour, and it's pulsating at a sort of a nice steady pace, and yeah, so it does look very different to what it used to be.
Is it pulsating like a human heart would, like a mammal heart, or does it like give out light and energy?
It's more light and energy, and it's not like very quick pulsing. It's slow, sort of gentle pulsing.
Okay. If we use the heart of Everglow as a scrying focus, we may be able to at least see where the stag, or not the stag lord, but the Everglade the Clipper's body is. We no longer have a powerful wizard with us, so teleporting directly to him would not be possible.
Well, it sounds like you do know a powerful wizard.
And instead, it's a she, and she's a sorcerer.
Well, being a sorcerer doesn't make any difference. They're just as equally as powerful.
Do sorcerers know teleportation?
If they choose to.
Well,
And she
Oh.
most likely does. If not, then I question why she's the head sorceress. And the head it's with a stick up, eh?
So, sounds like we'll be heading to Silver Dream then.
Indeed. Sounds like it.
I was really hoping to avoid doing business with her.
Well, we also wanted to help out the city.
all of Everglow is at stake. She will be a useful tool for us, so we'll put her away when we are done.
That I can agree with.
But she will no doubt expect some kind of offer in return.
I mean, if we helped with her crisis right now, she offered to do to do anything for us.
With our powers, we could at least buy her time to evacuate the city.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Well, then let us gather what we need here. And then there's a pounding on the door. Boom, boom, boom. Type of thing.
Alexander will turn his head.
Yeah. It gets everyone's attention. And the door is then sort of like pushed open. And you hear a very annoyed sounding mare going, "Get your hooves off me. I am Duchess Lilypad, and I definitely should not be kept from this meeting."
Who's like Lilypad again?
She's
One of the politicians.
She's
yeah.
yeah, she's one of the sitting council members for Villatown.
Yeah,
Oh.
Alexander will walk up
The
to
one
her.
that like sent us on the ship to
Yes.
Yeah, that's her.
Yeah. Okay.
Milk Thistle will step in front of the heart of Everglow and gesture for Steel Prism, put it away.
He puts it away quickly.
Alexander will walk to her and say,
Hold Alexandrite. And Milk Thistle looks to the High Priest. It's like, are the uninitiated permitted to be here uninvited?
No, this chamber is by invitation only, and that does extend also to those within the seat on the council seats of the city. This is not a room for politics. This is a room for spiritualism. If you are cast out, Duchess, and will be invited in by invitation only.
As Ashidea like saying this, is Metu is just like giving like silly faces is to like Duchess Leapad. there's like mocking her.
Burn just sort of looks at Metal Banana. He has like this straight expression on his face, just blank. And he's just thinking to himself, wow, really mature, Metal Banana. He was thinking that to himself, not saying it out loud. And he just sort of like, he's being very patient today. I know.
The Duchess.
So he'll watch.
The Duchess looks towards Alexandrite, giving you a look.
I guess I'll sense motive of that look.
Okay,
You're dead, mister. You're dead.
You know what? Even though Bird gets the feeling they might know what's going on, he's gonna roll sense motive as well.
Okay, you can't pick up what she's trying to communicate.
Alright. So do you want this blind or
Should be blind.
alright.
Oh, yeah, I keep on rolling twos today.
So Milk Thistle, you're able to pick up that I'm gonna PM you it so that I don't say it out loud and the actual player hears what's being communicated. Because I think that would be the better way. Message.
Before the message is delivered, I'm going to speculate that it has something to do with, I did favors for you, now it's time for you to pay me back.
Out of character, I think that is what's being insinuated.
I mean, you could. I won't confirm or deny what you're saying, so.
Okay. Milk Thistle would give a gentle smile, and he would turn to the High Priest. High Priest, I respectfully request that the Duchess be permitted inside.
The end of story. There we go. That's what I'm looking for. Who's obviously the head of this particular council. The invitation has been extended. She may enter. She kind of shakes off the pony who was like going to, escort her out, and gives him a sort of stern look. Huh, at least one of you is. One of you has some decency.
Well, what actually one of us has a stick up the ass.
Kindly watch your language while you're here.
Yes. Watch your tongue.
So, Duchess, given that you have been invited in, I would request that you recognize that this is a place of divine authority, and that this is a place where the divine supersedes politics as well as station.
Well, when the
With that, we intend to treat you with respect.
as long as the divine understands
Not all of us agrees to that.
as long as the divine understand that when the world-ending situation comes about, divine and politics kind of clash. But I'll be respectful. I do follow
Thank you.
Blaze after all. Unlike some ponies who have questionable beliefs.
We were just discussing the results of our outing. While the attack itself against the Stag Lord proved to be ineffective, we were able to fight off many hundreds of demons, as well as be transported to the ethereal plane. While there, we purified the heart of Everglow, and we have recently returned within the last 2 days. That is why we've been gone for so long.
I see. So the mission was not without success then, to a degree.
To a degree.
That's correct.
And was the vessel lost
quick question.
with all hands? All hoofs other than you?
Sorry, what was the question?
She asked, was the vessel lost with all hoofs other than you?
The vessel was lost. Yes. During our escape of the plane, we split up into 2 groups. We haven't come in contact with the other group yet.
They are probably dead.
We can confirm that. Swift Gadget is resourceful and she knows her ship.
From the information we received, we have reason to believe they're probably dead. Probably.
Yeah, but at the same time, they're probably trying to send us into despair to believe them. So I don't believe that they're dead. Not until I see proof.
Yes, what they're trying to say is that the messenger in question was likely attempting to deceive us.
So they probably got the same message about us.
Well, a vessel like that would prove very useful right about now.
Agreed. But as we do not have that vessel, we must make do.
Well, do you have a task that you need to be doing, or can I make use of you?
Yes, we do have a divine task that requires our attention, but we will not be leaving until tomorrow. So if there is a way we can help you, we will try.
I was going to dispatch you to
Tell me out.
Galloping Dam if it was, if you did not have a task. As you at the being visible probably would definitely help with morale. But as long as what you have planned is at least of significance, then I will not keep you. As I'm sure this Heart of Everglow would prove very useful in what you're doing.
If not for the fact that this mission would end all fighting, I would be at Galloping Dam right now.
But rest assured, Duchess, we will succeed in our mission, and all of Everglow, not just Galloping Dam, will be saved.
Hey now, hey now, Milk. Don't give him false hope by guaranteeing we're gonna succeed.
What are you, some sort of idiot? At times like this is what you feed the populace, false hope. Because without any sort of hope, they'll just cry themselves into a ball of nothingness. You need to stir them up with rage and anger and throw them at the enemy to give you as much time as possible to win.
And actually, that's why you're having troubles with actually morale and Galloping Dam, huh?
Things were
That is enough. That is enough politics. Remember, this is a place of divine affair. My apologies, Duchess, but we must stay on topic.
fine.
If I may ask, Duchess, has there been any word from, out of character, the Lord Crystal Heart and the one he traveled with to Clovenham?
Yes, they have returned.
Are they here in Villatown?
They currently are. I intercepted your messengers and came here. They are currently working out preparations for the city with Field Marshal.
The Field Marshal had requested to speak to us. I believe we can make time for him and have the council together so we can all speak.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I can take you there once you have finished with the divine.
Very well.
Would you kindly step outside and wait for us? We won't be long.
You can tell there was some slight annoyance with that. And through a little bit of gritted teeth, she goes, "Fine." And we'll leave. Gives Alex a bit of a dirty look.
I'll sense motive that one too. I can't roll twos for all of them.
Uh-huh.
I think she's as mad at you for not stepping up for her.
Yeah, someone who was perceived as a rival was the one who invited her in instead of you. That would nerf just about anybody.
She's angry at you. Definitely pissed.
All right.
That's what you get from that one. No subtle message. And she will head out.
So once the door is closed, Milthistle would turn back to the high priest. Given that we will be here until tomorrow, I do believe the Duchess makes a good point. Morale is imperative. We can't let the will of the ponies of Everglow be broken, no matter their station.
Probably, I'm probably like sending in forcing communism farmers to join the military isn't helping with that morale.
That is not something we will be able to interfere with, as that is a matter of the city, not of the spiritual. We have been supporting the populace as best we can with things, but when doom is approaching close to your doorstep, it is hard to keep one's mind away from certain doom and keep it occupied. But we do what we can.
And at least it's better that they're being prepared for battle than helpless outside the city.
Oh sure, sure. They can they can definitely last as 5 seconds, and with someone that just knows how to hold a sword.
Fighting beside other people who do know how to hold a sword, yes. There's strength in numbers, and having companions is a big boost.
And actually, like strength as numbers is also causes massive casualties.
casualties that there would have been if they were left alone in a demon-ridden settlement there.
No matter what, no matter what, in a battle needs its trained soldiers, not just someone that can hold a sword.
The trained soldiers have been sent to Galloping Dam. With few defenses here in Villa Town, they needed to conscript new soldiers to form a militia.
In times of
And
war, you cannot. There are no citizens. There are only soldiers.
That's what someone someone who seeks war or says.
War's upon them, whether they'd like it or not.
If this was between if this was between if this was between civilizations, then I would say this would be far outside realms that are required. But a demonic creature does not care for young, old, with sword or without sword.
They don't discriminate.
I'm aware of that. So to get them to safety, not let them fight either war.
Where would safety be?
Where would be safe when all the land is constant death here?
Well, if actually needs
Silver Dreams is the safest place in Everglow, and it's under attack.
Well, if it needs be, I would abandon an Everglow and look somewhere else to live.
Abandon
And
Everglow.
what if the monster follows you there? What
Still
goes there it is.
I think you fail to understand people's connections to their homes. I mean, obviously you have little care for your own home, but
if I had a choice, between like my family or a home, an object, I'll choose my family.
And what happens if your family choose the home or the land they stood on, where your memories are, where your family is buried?
Then I would fight side them.
I'm sure there will be those that will leave and would, but most would, when it came down to it, fight for their country, their land, their city. Perhaps when we're pushed all the way to the shore edge, we would abandon our home, but we're nowhere near to the point where we would be willing to give up everything.
Maybe, but today is like just a start of that.
And that's true.
Let's focus on making sure that tomorrow doesn't continue that then.
Yes.
Exactly.
Galloping Dam is my home, my family is there. I'd rather not see it destroyed.
And
My family is also in danger.
As is
You
mine.
know that too.
Also,
Everyone's is. So let's focus on what we need to do.
Yes.
And not have to constantly worry about this.
Also, holding the city is probably very important, because the Mithril map, we only know so much of how it works. If the demons can utilize that to spread its corruption, they're nowhere safe.
Currently, the tip of the spear is Silver Dream. I believe it would be in our best interest to use the Heart of Everglow, scry upon Everglade the Clever, find his location, and once we know that it is possible, send word to Silver Dream, which I can do, to notify the Archmagus Grand Sorcerer Dream Sorrow. Her messenger can come pick us up through teleportation. We aid her how we can in holding off the demon horde, and then we are teleported to the location of the Everglade the Clever's body.
Let's get this done. Us
Let's-
arguing about
let's-
civilians is not going to get this done.
Let's hope she'll keep her word.
Oh, we're in a time of war. It's either she keeps her word or everything goes under.
Or we actually help her. Or we help her and she just all of a sudden changes the deal at the last minute.
Oh no, she won't.
She has helped us before with little reward.
I was there for that.
So why do you judge
Aiding
her
us.
so harshly if she's helped you before without any reprimand, her asking for more?
Or she's like getting more, just we're not realizing.
Yeah, you're getting to Milk Thistle's levels of paranoia here.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, you're kind of starting to piss Burned off.
I mean, like she's actually thinking rationally. From actually like the head sorceress, she has to have a plan and for everything. If it was just from a random commoner or just say a proud politician, then she wouldn't be as paranoid.
Well, Silver Dream is currently under siege by the most powerful force imaginable. So her motivation is obviously to preserve her city and her people. Aiding us will be in her best interest.
Exactly.
Well, let's go and
Let's just hope you're right.
let's finish up here and then go and meet with the politicians and then enact our plans.
Very well.
Agreed.
In the
Is there
meantime,
anything
High
else we
Priest,
need to?
any acolytes who can volunteer to spread the word that the heroes of Everglow have returned would aid in morale.
I'm sure you walking up the main street has definitely heightened spirits already. But
Despite someone's best efforts to cause a panic.
I suggest keeping yourselves visible will help even more. And spread word or put your voices to those of inspirations and standing strong will probably be most beneficial. Is there anything else to be discussed here?
I don't believe so.
Not that I can think of.
The Sun Queen head priest goes, we will see what items we have left we can extend to you to aid you in these quests. Much has been
Thank you.
released to the to what is going on at Galloping Dam, but we will see what we have remaining.
Every little bit will help.
Indeed.
Well,
I will be right back. I really need to pee.
we will have We'll
Fair
have
enough.
things ready for you come morning when you come to resurrect your friend.
Thank you.
I nearly said reincarnate.
I mean, it's close enough, but at the same time.
Yeah. All right. With that, the meeting is adjourned and the doors are opened for you to leave. The Duchess is there waiting for you.
Greetings, Duchess.
Finished?
Verbal. Mhm.
For the time being. Thank you for waiting patiently. We are ready to go.
Good. Let's get going. The crowds are getting bigger. With that, I assume there's no more delays. You guys head back out once again into the city.
Mhm.
Yeah, are we dealing with massive crowds trying to grab at us again?
This time, though, the Duchess did bring with her a small sort of guard, town guard unit. So she's going to make use of her town guard and ensure that there's a clear path for you guys.
Oh, that was nice of her.
Well, she kind of used it for her own means first.
Yeah, I was gonna say that was nice of her. Probably for her own gain at some point.
Yeah.
It's
Um,
mutually beneficial. Don't look into it.
Yes.
Mm.
I'm back.
Welcome
Welcome
back.
back.
Thank you.
Meta will say, like, first, like, meeting the Duchess, she would say, let us make this very clear. I will not be your speech of false hope.
Well, then, perhaps if you do your job well enough, it won't be.
And I hope we do our jobs well enough.
Well then, let's see if you actually can pull a miracle out of your asses, or if you're just full of hot air. Then.
If we are, then the world's doomed anyway. So let's have our heads high.
Agreed. We have very little time left to deal with this situation. Even with the things we have to do before we leave.
Yes, so I suggest we put our personal biases aside for now and work together. Can we
Unless
agree to that?
those
This way.
unless those biases affect us for long term, not short term.
Even if it is the long term, we can go through that later.
Yes. For now, we can put them aside and we can do our jobs. Yeah?
You're right. You're right. I can, like, do my job, and she'll leave, like, the group, and head out in the city on her own.
Well, the Duchess was going to make use of the guard she has with her to clear a path to the noble district. Are you just going to wander off and do your own thing?
Yeah, basically.
All right. Well, you're quickly left without support and besieged by crowds. Where are you planning to go?
We'll leave mine for later. I want the rest of the group to do their thing.
Okay, that's fair enough.
I mean, Metal Banana should be with us.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, like, I mean, like, if you can like convince to stay, because at that comment from Burnt saying, we need to like do our job. So she was like, all right, and just leaves the group because her job, she sees her job doing something else.
Our job is to show unification and to stop the petty squabbling.
She still leaves.
Still will speak out and go, Metal, you're required with us to ensure that your way of thinking is brought to the table, as you may have a unique insight to how to deal with matters that none of us will think of.
She will squint at that and just like slowly come back to the group and just whisper to Steel, I hate it when you're right.
Now, you're the only one among us who does not believe in a god, and that is an interesting point of view that could be of some use.
She nods at that. Let's get this over with.
Very well.
Still whispers to you, I'm used to dealing with upset nobles. This feels no different.
Funny thing, Metsu's not even a noble. She's in the middle class.
I know, but he's
That's-
comparing you having your tizzy fit to a noble having a tizzy fit.
Okay, fair enough.
So he used the same
Alright, so
tactics
we're all
on them
together.
for you.
All right, so we're all together and we're on our way.
Yes. You move with fairly good pace with the guard there helping create a path and ensuring that you mostly don't get too harassed. Though you're going to get the odd pony who gets a bit overexcited and wants to, touch one of the champions to receive a blessing or whatever. But more or less, you do make it without being harassed too much. No one tries to steal anything off you to use as holy relics or anything silly like that.
Alexandra looks to Milk. Keep your hooves on the ground.
But you
And
make
he
it
does.
to the noble district without too much. Without being slowed down too much, but it does take longer than normal.
Metsu will give a couple of hoof bumps now and then.
Metal Banana just doing the wrestler thing of like, high fiving the crowd.
Yeah,
Yeah.
creating more followers as she goes.
Accidentally creating Krellix. Hello. Hello.
Oh God! I just realized if these characters were wrestlers, we would be like a mixed group between heels and faces. Just we tolerate one another. A couple of us like one another, but it's like we tolerate one another because we have.
I mean, like that's like most of the parties and groups I was in. So
Fair enough.
So once you reach the guardhouse into the noble district, you very easily leave the crowds behind as there's more in place to stop people flooding the area. And the Duchess will very easily lead you to the meeting hall that you've gone to many times when you've met with the nobles. Upon reaching it, you will see you have all of the other nobles there. The two new ones that were recently elected. You have Crystal Heart. You have Lord Skystriker. The Field Marshal, as well as a few other soldiers also in there as well. They are currently looking over a map of Everglow and has a number of obviously indications to do with, they've obviously put markers down to represent different things as you approach.
Bird will give a respectful bow of his head as they enter.
Yeah, Alexander will bow his head too.
Milk Thistle bows.
You will obviously gesture to come over.
All right, Bird will approach and give the table and all the little visual markers a look over.
Crystal Heart goes, greetings, and we welcome your return. I can certainly say it will be your return will definitely bring many smiles. Have a look over the map.
Sorry, just quickly, I'm gonna roll my profession soldier to look over the map and kind of see how dire a situation everything is.
Okay, sure. As you're
I
rolling,
will do that as well, actually.
yeah. If you've got that, you can do it. He does. As you guys are doing that, he gestures to the map and goes, "Have a look. Tell us if your travels or wherever you've been alters anything that we already have in place."
My profession ain't gonna help here.
All right, so I'm gonna bring us over to the player map just because I can draw all over that one.
Mm-hmm.
So I want this. Can I want to do the draw text freehand? I'm just gonna make myself black for the moment. All right. All right, so they've got basically a black something to rep. Oh, it's going to do it white. Why did it do white? Well, I was hoping that was going to be black, but apparently the way this works isn't how I think it works. Anyway, do some squiggly. Can I adjust that? Rotate, edit, toggle, move. No. Okay. Can't adjust the size as I go. Right, so they've got a indication of basically a line where the enemy is, kind of like here. That's where they kind of know of, at least as far as they're aware. They have indication of troops moving down south from Villager Town. And they do have indication of obviously some stationed at Galloping Dam. And they do have a few other sort of markers in a few other places, but they don't seem to sort of represent forces. They're obviously markers for something. You guys, without knowing really too much, it's hard to determine. What you can best guess is there's a line of enemies coming up from the south, and there are forces that have been sent down south. Based on how it's been set out, it looks like a good portion of troops were sent out, and then a little bit later more were sent, and they're currently en route. But again, you need some context to know things, because obviously you'll just see markers, so it's hard to tell.
Mm-hmm.
Has anything changed where we have drawn the enemy line? Can you fill out anything further? I don't know if you've come from over this way where there might have been movements towards that side of the Everglow, or if you know if they've come as far down as St. Moon's Reach or anywhere else.
Sadly not. We were in another plane, and we only teleported recently to the Forest of Dreams.
we traveled north, and during our travels, a messenger from Silver Dream attempted to command our aid. Silver Dream is being besieged right now, and they're in desperate need of help.
So they're still. The city's still there.
For now.
A marker is placed on Silver Dream. Well, it's more than what we knew previously. We assumed that they were already lost. Well, based on what we have, they're probably surrounded at the moment, so there's no way. There's probably no way to get in or out of it.
Teleportation is possible.
Well, this is true, but you cannot move a sizable force via teleportation, nor get
No.
civilians out.
That's why they're gonna teleport us there.
And defend it as best we can, or at least drive them back by an inch.
If you can inform us on enemy strengths or details, that will help us better plan at Galloping Dam. So, if you get into Silver Dream, inform us of what you know, and we can better plan how to defend Galloping Dam, or hold them off at least for a period of time.
I can send word.
Excellent. We've sent troops down once there was sight of this encroaching corrupted land. Once we had reports of its movement speed as well as what was within it, I dispatched what remains of the military force that we had stationed here, and even the human army agreed to move down once I indicated that we believed that it was also spreading in their direction. But it was only the contingency force that was left behind.
Good. I might not enjoy having the humans so far here, but everyone is needed.
Indeed.
Well,
More better.
well, the humans are just as doomed as we are if they like don't do anything.
Exactly.
We've currently got our engineers trying to work out how they can bring the dam down. Apparently, the thing was built pretty well, so it's going to take probably a lot more than we can get there to destroy it properly. So, if the river does stop the spread, then we'll have to take it out. If it doesn't, there's no point.
Yeah, I don't have knowledge engineering, but as a resident of Galloping Dam, would I have any insider knowledge?
The dam is built with a high amount of earth pony engineering. So you're going to have to use something substantial to try and get rid of it. They built it to last.
Can Bird roll?
Can you subscribe what the bridge looks like?
The bridge is the dam.
Or like how it's, yeah. I'm saying that like in character, like how well built the dam is.
It was built utilizing magic, basically. So I couldn't tell you the construction methods as well. Only those in Galloping Dam may still know. way before my time.
Can I like still roll knowledge engineering the best way to take it down?
You would need to be there to do it.
Okay, never mind then.
Yeah, you need to
Alright.
see it and inspect it to actually have an idea.
I mean, out of character, my first thought was, have you tried using gunpowder kegs?
I mean, that's
But
their
then
go-to
I'm like,
thing.
oh, wait, no, it's magic.
But they probably won't have enough gunpowder for that.
Yeah. And that was
Considering
the other
it's like magic, they would need a shit ton.
Yeah.
I was gonna say maybe the bomb that we had might do it.
Yeah, but that would destroy like everything within what 100-mile radius.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
that's
we,
not the
I
best.
don't think we have that anymore. So
No.
No, it was
And
removed because it was cracking.
and
Yeah.
and actually, like the main purpose of like destroying the bridge, it is so the river can protect, can at least slow them down, and with the bomb that will probably dry it up, the river.
That would
it'll probably
make-
destroy all the demons around there too.
Yeah.
Well, they're going to hold
And
off.
create new ones.
They're going to hold off and see if the corrupted land can get past the river before they
Yeah.
destroy something that didn't need to be destroyed because it was pointless. But no, this corrupted land seemed to have increased in significant speed not long after you went missing. We feared the worst. It has been moving at a fair pace over these last 2 months.
Where like can you say it has the corruption ended?
He points to where they've got a line drawn on the map. Last reports was, well, here.
The yellow line?
No,
the
they're
white
on about
line.
the white.
Oh, about there.
Yeah, that's what the line is what they know of, but they don't have any other reports from elsewhere.
Right.
So they can only assume that anything from behind the line is gone. I mean, obviously, when he gets over this way, they're unsure, but definitely anything in this sort of direction is gone.
I see.
It seems to change the land into whatever it's becoming. Purple storm clouds, red lightning. The ground seems to be turning into obsidian, as best we can tell. Sort of very black and corrupted, is the best way we can describe it. Almost like it's converting it to a different plane of existence.
We gotta stop this.
As soon as possible.
He'll look to Metal Banana with a nod. I'll fight beside you, even though we may have our issues, and you're a very reliable ally. There's no one else I'd rather have to fight alongside me.
As much as I hate to say it, you and the rest as may not be the best to talk to, but you are definitely the best capable for this job.
He'll give a bit of a smirk at that. Let's not say we haven't
And-
had some times.
And like she offers you like do you know have you like seen the first Predator movie where like the Rock no
Yeah.
not the Rock Johnson
Arnold and
yeah go like slap
yeah.
You know what's funny is, yeah, no, I haven't seen the movie, but I know the meme.
Mhm.
Yeah, I know. The
okay
So yeah, he'll reciprocate, and he'll just like, I'm trying to think. My brain is like total mush today.
That's fine.
He'll give a bit of a grin at that. come on, let's show this this demon bastard who's boss.
Crystal
She-
Heart then goes. Clovenheim seem on board to help with things, but well, they're not exactly. The Cloven aren't exactly a race of fighters. They are mostly peaceful and folk rather than fighters, traders and crafters. So
Even so, traders and crafters can use their abilities to help out. Trebuchets,
Maybe.
healing.
Maybe like they can like escort or weapons and energy armor to places that desperately need it.
well, it is a potential place for us to retreat to if we require it, as they are in the mountains, and well, perhaps the mountains might be a suitable place to retreat to, but it's a long way to go, and especially
Then they like sound the best. I'm the best for that kind of role.
well, the issue there is they are thin on their resources up in the mountains, and do require a fair amount of trade with the surrounding areas to keep sustained. An influx of population wouldn't be the best suitable things.
So
I was
that's a
hoping
last
to
resort then.
get to Cerulean Tides based on your information of the place being filled of crafters and excess ponies, but I've had to return here and well oversee what's going on here rather than trying to get to Cerulean Tides.
Which is fair. This is a very important situation.
But we'll be sending Lord Skystriker will be going as a representative shortly to speak with them, and well, they're good shipbuilders, and worst case, there are many islands off the coast of Everglow that they may offer sanctuary. But we're some distance away from those options.
Well, at least we have a escape plan if worst case happens.
Agreed.
Is there anything else you need? We have our own plans to stop this as soon as possible.
Well, we have no way of stopping it. We're only dealing with it coming at the moment, and we're hoping that natural barriers stop it.
We have a
Well-
plan to stop it. That's why we need you to hold as long as you can.
Yeah. The best we got is defense.
So we should hold them at the river for as long as possible.
Yes.
Yes.
Until you are forced to retreat. Or they are forced to retreat.
All right. I will send word to the troops at the front line. They are to hold for as long as possible.
Tell them the champions need them to hold. That'll help motivate them.
I will relay that message. But we have most of our military committed to this endeavour. So if things go badly there, there will be very little in the way of military left.
That's why it is like important and to retreat if they are if they're too overwhelmed.
The issue is, if they pull back, then it's not a good sign. Because, well, forces will pull back to a villager town, but if they push through past Galloping Dam, then it's unlikely the city will hold too much longer. Once they reach the line, anyway. Unless we have some way of fortifying the city to protect it. But if Silver Dream are still holding, then that at least proves a city with walls might be defendable. If you... if when you visit there you find out anything significant that will assist with defending the city, do let us know.
Of course.
Well, but if it gets as far as Villager Town, then, well, how long do you predict your task will take to complete?
Steel, once we get to the temple, how long did it take you to get through the it?
It was difficult to tell time when you're down there. We went relatively slowly and very cautiously. We're in there for about 2 months.
Shit.
But we were going extremely cautiously. We had very few military, mostly scholars, archaeologists, and the place was a bit of a death trap. So,
How long do you think you'll be since we have guides there and we're in a rush?
Possibly 2 weeks with casualties.
2 weeks. Damn.
Maybe quicker, depending on your abilities to brute force some of the puzzles or traps that will be in front of us.
All right.
Some of them I will, should recognise and might be able to tell you the way through, but not all of them were ones that I could deal with or maybe remember.
Then it sounds like our best option, and us for or would we need to go in that fast as possible.
Yeah.
Well, I would recommend just the 4 of you.
Yeah.
I would,
just the 4 of us, and we have to go get there and complete it as soon as we can.
well, I would recommend
That's our
taking
best.
as much support as you can, as you never know where somebody else's expertise can be assistance.
But also could slow us down a bit.
I doubt it. It's not a sprint. It's a marathon.
Katerina, have you been inside the temple
I have
or
not.
the ruins?
I have not.
All right.
But what I can tell you is the maze, for lack of a better word, consists of tunnels and rooms. The rooms will have different paths leading off. Tunnels can feel like you're walking for hours sometimes until you find another room. The rooms are sometimes safe havens, very rarely. Others, some sort of monster puzzle or trap is waiting inside. Some of them will seal and trap you within, and you have to obviously, whoever gets trapped inside has to deal with whatever is in there. So
regardless, best case scenario, 2 weeks.
well, we believe, well, the archaeologists believe the rooms moved as well. So we definitely backtracked and we walked into different rooms.
Then it sounds like we would need somebody that's an expert on dungeoneering.
I don't think that will help you down there. It's not
Yeah,
a
no.
cave or tunnel or normal walls. It's like nothing you've seen before. It's definitely constructed, all of it.
Then who do you suggest we bring with us?
Anyone who's willing to go with you with some sort of expertise within ruminant, maybe puzzles, traps, who's willing to assist you. Like I said, sometimes having somebody with the right knowledge will get you through.
Well, since we spent the last few months with the ruminant, I think we would probably be the best.
But we are definitely not experts.
Yeah, no.
Well, you're if we get this the Captain Swift gadget, she seemed pretty knowledgeable in ruminant stuff. If she survived whatever happened to them.
Let's hope her and the ship arrives on time then.
We should try to message her if we can.
Agreed. This is sounding more and more like it's possibly a labyrinth that shifts and tries to confound us and baffle us. We need to keep our wits about us.
I don't know if anyone's seen the movie Cube, but that's all I'm picturing now.
God dang it, Dustin.
You're not far off that.
I never seen it.
I've seen reviews of it, but I haven't seen it.
You're not
Like,
far.
I know the basic concept.
Yeah, I mean that's probably the best way to just visualize what this could well be. Maybe not any shape of a cube though.
Yeah,
And
it's kind of like a 3D sliding puzzle that like all the rooms like shift and such, and they have traps inside them.
Yeah. So
It kind of sounds like the cube.
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Because I seen that, the cube. So
I think the cube is a prequel to, or it's in the same series. So
I think it's
same series. Okay,
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
so yeah, we're in the right ballpark.
Yeah. It's probably a good analogy of what you might be going into. But I could tell you now, I definitely didn't build it as a 3D thing because
Yeah, of course.
that would be too mental to like deal with. I understand.
Yeah, I did. The maze is on a flat plane, though there are some tunnels that go over or under each other, but you won't really recognise that. So I mean that's as much information I can give you. But I plan to be there with you.
Thank you.
Well,
Indeed.
unless you can find another carrier for the heart, so.
Well,
Well,
our only other carrier is going to have his undeadness taken care of, so he'll be out.
I mean, it's all. I mean, you have purified it, so it might not kill you, but I don't know if it. I wouldn't recommend testing.
Yeah.
No, me neither. But but if comes down to it, I will be more than willing to carry it for the last few moments.
Well, probably a few moments will probably be fine. I wouldn't hold on to it for any longer than 30 seconds.
Just enough time to put it into the Stag Lord's chest.
Yeah, or whatever else you need to do with it. Because I think about 30 seconds you might lose, well, probably about 30 years.
If we actually do not succeed, I only have a few weeks anyway, so.
Oh. I suppose we should start preparing then.
It seems there's not much we can do on the global front.
Yeah.
Indeed. If there's nothing else, I would like to see my wife.
Crystal Heart gives a nod. Well, with the insight you were able to at least give us, and extend to us once you find out more, would be much appreciative. It will help us better prepare for the unfortunate outcome.
Of course.
But
As soon as we can.
hope for the better one.
Of course, we'll keep you updated.
Mm-hmm.
I will do.
Also,
If we can get a message to you in return, should anything change, I will try and do so.
as the group leaves, Mentor will mention to the party, try to find as actually many experts it's as you can and well in the city.
Well, we can try, but don't know if there's a lot who knows about the ruminant civilization that existed before us.
I mean, we are also looking for puzzle experts, trap experts, others that steal sets that I can't remember on the top of my head.
Archaeologists.
The only trap expert I know is Lightning, and I don't think she's in any condition to head down those.
I wouldn't recommend
Well, she
it.
probably has friends and family that probably knows that. It wouldn't hurt asking her.
I believe most of her friends were killed during a certain robotic deer incident.
Yeah.
Well, Metsu doesn't know that.
Oh yeah, no, we didn't tell you that story in character, did we?
You actually didn't tell me a bunch of things.
I was gonna say we have 178 sessions. There's gonna be things we leave out.
Yeah.
Yeah, but to Metsu, to her, you left out a lot, especially with the bomb one. She has still not gone over that one.
I mean, okay, to be fair, the bomb has been dealt with. The bomb is, in Counter-Strike terms, the bomb has been planted somewhere else.
I mean, I'm glad
We try to tell you things as they come up.
I'm just glad you went back to it before it kind of fully cracked and exploded.
Yeah, right, I'm thinking, I haven't thought about it. I'm like, oh, wait a minute, we have
And
that.
I am glad I kind of pushed the hey, we do have this bomb here that.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah. Either way, it still led to hilarious moments, which
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Put it this way.
out of character, I love.
I'll put it this way: if you didn't say anything, when you came back after this little trip, Villager Town wouldn't be there anymore. There would just be a big old ground.
Oh shit.
Well,
There's a what under a what?
I'm glad that Dustin and I had the foresight to remember that detail.
Yeah, no, I wanted to get rid of that thing like day one, basically being like,
Yeah.
it's an unstable bomb that's like got this big crack in it. Like,
Yeah, that you and I both, are guilty of making that big crack. Because, wait, why'd you hit it with the sword? It seemed like a good idea at the time.
look, I
I see a big thing. I beat the big thing. What's wrong with that?
A sword hitting things with swords solves everything.
yeah, haven't you played
Until
Devil May
it-
Cry?
Oh god.
Until it backfires into your face.
Oh god, yeah. When you hit it with the sword, that was a butt clenching moment. I was like, oh my god, I hope you don't do too much damage. Thankfully you didn't. Because that would have been a TPK.
So guys, that was a TPK. Make new characters.
I'd be like, okay,
I
Alex,
mean, hey,
you just killed everybody.
boss to leave.
Yeah.
That would have been in one way to cause a TPK.
I mean, it almost kind of was.
Yeah. Anyway,
Because, hindsight's 20/20.
still does say to you, I suggest you guys consider who else you wish to take with you on this, final endeavour. And make sure that they are willing to go. Obviously, there will be the 5 of you champions and myself. Swift. I'm going to say. Hold on. I was going to say a name, but I need to make sure I'm right in that. Because I'm terrible remembering NPC names at the moment.
Gadget or Victory?
It was Swift Victory. Swift Victory goes, you ain't leaving me out of this one.
I wouldn't dream of it.
Well, we've been on this case way before this started without even knowing it. I'm seeing it to its end.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Well, Thunderclap will also be at your side, Burnt, as a loyal follower.
All right, and
You got that. You better well damn use it.
Yeah, I mean, you've got him as a follower,
Yeah,
so
no,
I mean,
I know.
you can order him to stay back, and he will, but he will be there with you.
Actually,
Yeah,
it
you
might be
oughta.
useful, but at the same time, we should keep him in the back so he can get range shots off.
Yeah, I was gonna say probably
I
best
mean-
to not turn up anyone who wants to come.
I mean,
Yeah.
I was more of when I say leave him behind, mean you don't bring him on the actual mission. You leave him in the city.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Katerina will be coming because he wants to see his mother and ask questions.
Can we take a week to think over who we're bringing along?
Yeah, I mean, I don't think you're gonna.
I was
leave
gonna say
this-
out of character, yes, probably.
Well,
Yeah, the character.
out
we
of
can
character,
do that.
yes. In character, well, you really want to leave it a week?
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, out of character. I meant say out of character.
Yeah, I know. That's fine. I've just seen the time. Would you guys like to leave it here, and we will do the we'll do the resurrection and stuff next session.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I need to go take care of family anyway, so this is the perfect time to stop.
No, that's fine.
Yeah.
What I will also
Plus, it's like the normal. Time we stop, so
Yeah.
I'm cool with that.
I was gonna
also
say actually we're a little over, but
yeah, we're a little over. I also have a list.
Oh, are we?
I have a list of magical items that I am looking to present to you when you do. When you go back, and they will say, "Here, these are the items we can offer." But I am more than happy for you each to submit one additional item as a potential thing for you to receive.
All right. Is there any like level limits on the item?
I'm not going to put too much restriction, but keep it reasonable for your level.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Here's my legendary sword I want.
Yeah, you cannot have any artifacts.
Yeah. Okay.
Which
Okay.
goes without saying. And also remember, we're using APB, so certain things won't really be any beneficial, like headbands of charisma and stuff like that.
I've actually been working on a list for this type of scenario, so
yeah.
look at it.
I know. One
Right.
of the items I will be gifting you should operate similar to should give you like a plus something enhancement bonus, but I've changed it to a sacred bonus, similar to what the Knight Captain's Lance does. So that way you still get its bonuses, but it's because it's got a connection to a deity because of it. So there's one other item that I've put together which will have that. If any of you do come up with something I feel fitting, then I will look at doing the same sort of thing.
So,
All right.
I know what my item is going to be just as a joke. I want the deck of mini things.
No. I believe that is an artifact, which I said no.
Yeah. I
Yeah, like I
actually
said,
already
guys,
checked. I
Um,
already checked through a lot of the lists for metal, and most of them and the items I have already better. So
Yeah, I mean, you guys do have sort of semi-nice kit anyway. So what I will say is look at the more abnormal stuff that most parties probably won't even touch, because you want to get that headband of plus whatever or ring of protection, and you wouldn't normally look at the other stuff because you have to fill up those slots with the basic stuff.
yeah.
So look at the weird and abnormal things. I've got a selection of weird and abnormal, but I've gone through with a slight theming in mind. So you might find something that I didn't consider.
All right.
So but I already do have a list of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I've got a list of 9 things. Don't know if I'll give you all of them yet, but I will see if you suggest any other ones which I feel are very fitting.
Okay.
Yeah.
right.
All right. It was a fun session. Thank you.
Yes.
Sorry,
No, I missed this.
Yeah, I'm sorry that
Yeah.
work was getting in the way. Work and the holidays.
No, that's
Just-
fine. Let me just quickly check something. No, next week we are still good. I'll give you a heads up now. I will be away for the 2nd, so I won't be able to run that week.
All
All
right.
right.
That's fine.
Let me double check for next week because I saw my schedule. Next week I work 9:30 to 4.
So
Oof.
is that you out? Because I'm not sure on
Yeah.
your timing.
Yeah. I'm sorry about that.
That's all
Yeah,
right.
it's cool.
Work's been a pain.
Yeah.
But anyway,
Oh, yeah.
as we're discussing downtime stuff, I'm going to bring the stream to an end. So
All right. Yeah.
All right. Have a good bye, everyone.
Yeah. Goodbye.
Auf Wiedersehen.
and take care.
I do
all.
need to
Bye.
get going.
Thank you for
All right,
joining us.
you have a good one.
Yeah.